You just gotta say that, Lord have mercy, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to.
Pretty ass lips, for them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For musicians like myself that was blessed with a gift. Rapping the pack, this is what it is. Swerving the traffic like I lost control of it. Hurt the competition like I ran over the bricks. Double lines mean nothing when you're hugging the bridge. Red light, green light, head light, big bright, bright. Superstar life, make these lanes ain't right, right. Fabulous flow, make the girls say nice. So rock comes through to the party, break light. The party is going to the cab in sight. On to the next, like Jay said, right there. Swag too slick, make a hater wanna bite. Not out of 10, the boy puts a blick to my life. So what I gotta do? With my lyrics like boy, nothing to lose. And I'm on the mic, get the beats me loose. The cat look calm like I never made a fool. Watch that go on the beat, knock your hammer in his teeth. These boys all brittle, tried up fragile. I never moved triple cause I got 2 feet. Provided my own niggas, boy, nobody bad me. The grind is impeccable, I've been chasing decimals. Now it's like me and the money is inseparable. Catch the message that I'm sending to you. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I've been through it.
Hey, that boy was gassing.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there today? Welcome to Talk Your Ish Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with my co-host as we are here each and every Tuesday. Ryan Thomas.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? I also want to thank Miss Sharon Miller, a.k.a. the Chocolate Girl, coming on with us each and every Tuesday.
Wait. What was that last name you said?
I was trying to get, you don't never let me get into my pour. It's like I say it afterwards. You got to let me say it. The Chocolate Girl.
No. I'm talking about the last name. You said Sharon who?
Sharon Miller.
Oh, okay. Right.
It sound like I said Muller?
No, it sound like you said Miller.
Oh, no, it's Muller. Sharon Miller. Mrs.
Miller.
Chocolate Girl.
Right.
Also want to thank that, like I said, we got some special guests in the building from the GMM Network. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Yeah. What's up? Pleasure to be here. My name's Bogart Scott Free, representing the GMM Network. Give me money. And also representing the Rum Boys Fantasy Network for all you fantasy nerds out there. You know what I'm saying? We got the isms.
Okay. Also want to thank my man King Zard in the building. Coming through, met King Zard on Stay Tuned, which airs right after this show. And now I got King Zard on the show with us today. King Zard, how you doing out there, man?
Man, we just trying to maintain and live day to day. This is what we all need, man. We need to laugh. We need to, go at it, cheer, have fun. Everybody too serious, This day and age, man, I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. So, I look forward to a great show. Let's get it popping.
That's what's up. And last but not least, Dead Out of Status, Station is in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up, Eric? What's up?
Mr. Trivia himself is in the building.
Yeah, I'm actually almost finished with this week's trivia as we speak. I've just finished up the second round, have the last round of questions, and then I got to start program in my brain for the WrestleMania trivia.
All right. Well, listen, let me as I know, we get into it each and every week. We talk about the trash ass players and the certified players. Ryan Thomas, you gonna tell us about your trash ass players of the week?
Hold on for a minute. The Lakers.
Thank you.
He already started early.
I'm so glad someone mentioned it because I'm in LA.
Okay, all right. Shannon,
Why, Ron? Yeah, Ron got to say why.
Got to chime in about that one. You can't just call them out. You got to chime in.
Well, they've been losing since AD went out. So it's like they don't know how to play without AD now.
Yeah, what did they just drop 5 straight right now?
Yeah, so they dropping like it ain't nothing. If you let the Wizards or all teams beat you, then something wrong there.
But what's the bigger component there? You watched that game, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but still,
So who missed the free throw in the regulation to win the game? Who missed the game tying shot in overtime? The so-called proclaimed better than MJ, yada yada.
Oh, you want me to say LeBron James?
Yeah,
LeBron James.
You know what I mean? Like it speaks for itself, man. I get tired of that, man.
King Czar's he's like, I'm tired of King James. He's like, this is King Czar.
Hey, Ron, can I follow up to your point on this one?
Sure.
So we all know that it's been a main focal point that ever since Kobe left the Lakers, and rest in peace to Mamba, my favorite player of all time, the Lakers over the last decade have not been the same. You know, despite them winning the championship last season, prior to that, it's been a lot of up and down, a lot of rebuilding. And we knew the main focal point last season was LeBron and Anthony Davis getting, Dwight Howard, having all that height and that depth down front. But if you look at statistically how the Lakers fared with Anthony Davis and LeBron both in the lineup versus how they are outside of the lineup, statistically, they go from ranking as one of the best teams offensively to when either one of them are out, they go down to the bottom of the NBA. If you look at the plus to minus ratio and what they are offensively,
they don't got depth. They don't got a bench for a.
I agree 100%. Yeah. With all the things they've given up, LeBron, when it comes, he can't do things. He really can't. Statistically, without Anthony Davis in the lineup, he now has to do what Kobe used to do. He has to put the team on his shoulders, and he has to try to make things happen. He can't do that. Why? Because unlike Kobe, LeBron doesn't have, and we've discussed this, that mentality to just take over games at will is not in his DNA. It just isn't. I've watched him for years. He doesn't possess that DNA to think, okay, from start to finish, I don't have my go-to guy. All right, you know what? I'm going to drop 40 or 50 tonight. He doesn't possess that. Okay. The NBA now is at the point where
he's not the greatest facilitator. I agree.
Teams are so soft now. Why do you think teams are averaging 120, 130 points a game? That's because no one plays.
That's
defense.
Facts.
Yeah. Anthony Davis is a rim protector at 6'11 plus, almost with a 7'5 wingspan. You are great at being a two-way player, both offensively and defensively. You rank in the top 10 in points, top 10 in rebounds, top 5 in blocks. You are a great two-way player, but without Davis there, LeBron and these Lakers are going nowhere. There is no way. If there was an NBA Finals right now, if the Lakers played Brooklyn would absolutely sweep them. It would not be close.
Let's let you know,
Brooklyn
Eric.
just went through there, right? And just spanked them.
Yeah, just to let you know, Eric, they wouldn't play Brooklyn, but I'm gonna let that go ahead.
Crazy.
They wouldn't play Brooklyn.
Crazy.
But,
I'll leave it at that.
Sharon, where was your trash ass player, Sharon? Because Ron's was the Lakers. Let's get that out of the way. But what was yours?
My trash ass player, I think, for the rest of this season is just gonna be James Harden every week. How about that?
What? Yes, another one. Oh, thank you for that one.
Hater.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you just now met me, And you gonna call me a hater just because
Let me
I
hear
said
your
James
explanation.
Harden?
Let me hear your explanation.
You haven't even heard that. You gonna call me a hater already?
All right, I'm gonna hold that. Let me hear your explanation.
You predisposed to thinking I'm a hater already.
Okay. Because Harden gets so much hate. Like the dude gets so much hate.
But I'm me. I can't represent the whole nation of haters.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm just me. I'm the chocolate. That's me.
I appreciate it. Let's see what you got.
Chocolate girl. That's my chocolate girl.
Let me tell you why he's my trash ass player. Because James Harden, he's probably one of the luckiest players I've ever seen.
Agree.
And I mean, I'm going all the way back to his first season at Houston. I mean, the way that he used to get to the line and all that stuff, all the things that he used to do. And yeah, you can, to his credit, you can say he was smart enough to know how to play the refs and all that wonderful stuff if you want to. I just feel like it's cheating the game in a way. But anyway, this is a week-to-week award. And the reason why I am saying James Harden is because James Harden does nothing to develop or change his game. He's the same he's just the same trifling player every year. He's the same. You don't expect him to play defense, he won't play defense. Every time he has a couple of games when he does something that remotely resembles defense, and everybody gets all crazy. Oh, he's playing defense now. No, he's not. That's just smoke and mirrors to get you excited to think that he's playing some defense. And I just really hate watching him play. Period.
Have you watched him during this?
I don't care if he retired tomorrow. In fact, I would delight in it. I never want to see
so
him
now that
play
they're getting this chemistry in Brooklyn and winning these, I think they won about 5-6 in a row.
James Harden, your Christmas card's not in the mail.
No, I'm saying, have you watched him run this team?
Let me answer your question.
Have you been watching him run this Brooklyn team?
I don't know what you guys are watching when you see Brooklyn play, but I don't call that chemistry. Okay. That's not what I call it. I don't
just too much talent.
No, it's not that, because remember, KD was on Golden State with a whole lot of talent.
That was a perfect example of too much talent, but it worked.
No. I meant winning. Winning. If it's not chemistry, but they're winning, that's what I mean.
Hold on. Let me explain it first. Let me finish. He was on the team with a whole bunch of talent, but like it or not, they actually had chemistry. It went south that last season he was there because of
injuries.
Draymond's and his, his argument that time. But a lot of that,
we was winning before you got here. That's what he told him. Remember that when they was on the bench.
A lot of that though was KD's fault, because he was being a little bit too sensitive about what he expected and what he wanted from the people. It didn't even have anything to do with the players on his team. Didn't have anything to do with the teammates. It had to do with the fans. It had everything to do with the fans.
You don't think it had nothing to do with Draymond?
Well, okay.
To her point, the fans love Draymond.
Oh, wait. He didn't hear. Hold up, Jim.
He didn't hear what I said.
He didn't hear what she said. Let us say it again.
Let me say it again. I said part of that had to do with his argument with Draymond, but most of it started with KD's own sensitivity and the expectations that he had from the fans, and he didn't get what he expected from the fans. He even talked about it in the interview. He won the chip, and he thought it would feel differently. He thought that people would start treating him differently. This didn't have anything to do with Draymond. And this was
I agree with that. I agree with that. The same with LeBron in Miami. I think it was the same thing.
It was before their blow up. So what I'm saying about what's his name, James Harden, is that I don't see chemistry on this team. I did not agree with him being traded there. I know a lot of people are all excited, talking about, oh, they're going to the finals. No, they're not. They're not going to go to the finals. Watch how it plays out, because James Harden is going to be James Harden. And he's James Harden 365 days a year.
I'm willing to bet that
When
if they
you
don't
play
get
with,
hurt.
anytime one of your best friends can't stand to play with you no more, you know it's an issue.
Mm.
Okay.
So anyway,
Anybody
This
else
game's hard.
have
And next Tuesday he gonna be on my list too. I'm just letting you know.
King Czar, you got any trash ass players?
I mean, man, there's a few, man. I'm gonna kind of switch it. I mean, we stay in basketball, or will we?
Yeah, you can do
know
any
what I mean?
sport. Any sport you want to.
See, I got a personal one, but let me see.
Go ahead, use your personal. Let's hear it.
We was to go. Okay, well, I'm a Mets fan, so I don't know who all follow baseball, but Trevor Bauer is my trash, the Cy Young winner from last year.
Trevor Bauer, really?
Trevor Bauer,
Yeah, because he left the Mets in
so let me tell you the story if y'all don't know. This dude put Mets gear. We already discussing this fool, offered the contract. He got Mets gear on his website. About an hour later, he pulled that gear down. He's from SoCal, but he played with Cincinnati. He's a free agent. We've been talking to this dude off and on the last 3 months. So we offered him the most money. He put our gear up. Basically, it was a they're even reporting online. Pretty much it's agreed, yada yada. You know, it'll be official. Hour later, this dude's on a podcast. Our gear's off the website. He's wearing a Dodger jersey. And now live talking about I signed with my hometown team. And then even an hour after that, he went online to apologize to Mets fans because he knew he did something wrong by doing that and telling us he was going to sign with us, which would have gave us the best, probably the
Mets
best.
fans have been through enough.
Enough. And so not the fact that he didn't sign with us, but you don't put our gear on your website to be sold and then take it down and then come up with a 30-minute apology of why it went down the way it did or whatever the case. Even our pitcher Noah Syndergaard got on him about it, and it's like, dude, just as a fan, like just the way stuff, like like the decision LeBron, there's so many different scenarios of how you handle. You got fans, man, like they live this. Some fans, man, that's how y'all getting paid. So to pull that what he did, I thought it was a done deal. When I see that reported, like it's good. And so, yeah, trash. And I never wish bad on a player, but we throw his elbow out. You know what I'm saying?
Give him a Tommy John. He said Tommy John's in his future.
Man, I was hurt.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so.
Hey, Jim, you got any trash ass players, Jim? I don't know if I sent you that or not. That's why I'm asking.
Nah, but you know what though? I am gonna say the Lakers though. You know what I mean? Because it's like buddy.
As well.
The statistician over there, man, he said it best when they're down one of their top guys, they're hoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. You got any more trash ass players, or that's all you had?
No,
I just wanted to.
I had.
Okay.
That's all you had?
Yeah.
It was the entire team though. He was like he threw
the whole team.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
I just wanted to allude to something that Sharon said and what GMM said when talking about Harden and Durant. And this is my thing, and I look back at some of the years, even before when he was with OKC, and when you want to talk about chemistry, if you saw how the dynamics were going after they lost in the finals, things started going a lot downhill.
I'm telling you, when we lost the finals that year, it felt like we won a championship when we signed KD, like shortly after. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like I was like, okay, we're getting one now. I was like, we're getting
cupcake move of the century.
You right? And like it was
no competitive edge, bro. No competitive edge.
None.
Zero. And I'm telling y'all right now, I mean, obviously we'll never find out. OKC was going next year, and they had just traded for Oladipo and Sabonis. He stayed there. They built a 3-1 lead. He come back. They beaten Golden State because Golden State don't have him. They got Sabonis and Oladipo coming in. That OKC, they was going, and he would have got full credit. Like it's,
but
man,
you gotta blame that on y'all front office. Y'all front OKC front office be doing some stupid stuff, though, man. Let's be honest. You bring
You
in
might can
Paul
blame them a
George.
little bit. You might can blame them a little bit. I just think the dude, man, had no. It's you can't beat them, join them situation, man.
I mean, I just
That's
think,
literally what it was, though. It's like to the T. You know
I
what
just
mean?
think
What was
KD
that
been,
cartoon? If you can't beat them, join them.
It's true. You look statistically, Durant and Westbrook in those Western Conference Finals against Golden State shot so poorly. Literally, I could have grabbed people from the stands that could have shot better. Kevin Durant in one game went 7 of 33. You can't do that against a team like Golden State. You can't.
No.
Yeah.
Especially when they're firing on all cylinders. And keep this in mind.
They blew the Warriors out twice by 20. They could have beat them dudes, man.
This is the same Warriors team. If you go back, take last year out of the equation. If you go back to the first year when they won the championship, their combined record up until when they lost to Toronto, 222 wins and 88 losses, which is the best record by any team in a 5-year stretch in NBA history. So for this team to go to 5 straight finals, technically, they should have won all 5 finals. They literally should not have lost to Toronto. I know they had injuries with Kevin Durant and Clay. They lost. I get it. The one in 2016, if it wasn't for Draymond being stupid and LeBron opening his mouth, there is no way Golden State blows a 3-1 lead.
what?
Yeah, well,
That was the only time to me that LeBron.
I'm gonna say this, as they say, as happens.
You ain't lying.
This week, my trash ass player was Adrian Broner. That's what mine.
Oh, here you go.
Now, why?
The reason I got him as trash is because I expected a lot more out of him this fight. Now I know he was
When
battling.
was the last time he fought?
I know he was battling with some things, and he was saying that he had an addiction. He just came back from, I forgot what happened. I think he just had something. I forgot exactly what it was.
No, he was in jail for a minute.
Right, he was in jail. Ain't had a fight in a while, but
Didn't he just
as I sat back and watched the fight, he should have. He's still on that I'm AB shit. Like he's still on that same shit. Like he ain't learned from his mistakes before. That
you don't think the second half of the fight he looked pretty good?
No,
once he got kind of in a rhythm.
This the dude from Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Can't stand him.
He's still on that. He's still on that shit. Now maybe his next fight he'll be more sharper, more better. But
right,
I expected more. Honestly, in all honesty, he lost that fight.
I expected.
He didn't lose that
I
fight.
feel like we got exactly what
he didn't lose that fight. His punches were more sharper, more crisp. Dude might have threw more punches, but Broner's punches were more important and bigger shots.
Okay.
I mean, Broner was doing Broner things. You know what I mean? Lead with the jab.
At some point, you got to let that
play
go.
a lot of defense. Try to counter punch. That's it's business as usual for him. You know what I mean?
I think we got what we should expect from Adrian. I don't
exactly.
I don't understand, Dennis, why you expected more than that.
I did. I expected
to me,
more.
it turned out.
Exactly, and I think it's because I'm rooting for him.
Expected to turn out.
Oh, I love him. That's my guy. I always be my guy.
Never had confidence in him. Never had confidence in him.
That's my guy.
And Sharon, I think it was because I was rooting for him. Like I was rooting for him. I'm watching him on Instagram every day. Every day I'm watching him.
He'll look better next fight. He got just one more fight out of his belt.
Watching him every day on Instagram?
Because after they said all that stuff that he went through, I just wanted to see how he was going to rebuild and come back.
He still got fans. That's why people.
Okay.
No. He's always.
So it's the story. You interested?
Yeah.
In the story.
After I read the story, it was like I wanted to see the outcome.
Right.
But you're a fan of him too, right?
You like a good redemption story, just like I do.
Right.
Okay.
But Dennis, you're a fan though, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan. I'm gonna say I'm watching. I'm gonna say I'm
so
watching. But he always. No, I was never a fan.
I've never been a fan of his. I've never been a fan.
Yeah, I followed him from day one when he first started.
But I can tell you this: he's always Adrian Broner's always gonna get a draw. He's always
absolutely
because he got the mouth. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's get to these certified players. Let's get this over with.
I got another trash ass player.
Oh,
You
okay. Let's hear this.
You didn't ask me for a second one.
My bad, Sharon.
I got about 10. How about that?
Shit. Let's hear him. Run them.
I don't have 10. Never mind.
Whatever you got,
I do have another one. Go
ahead.
Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Y'all made me forget. Oh God, I can't remember. I'll come back to it when I remember.
Kyrie Irving.
I got one last one.
No, let's say yours, Dana.
Ron might already know where I'm going with this one. I call him Jared. Get off the field.
Oh, I got it. You call him what?
Jared. Get off the field.
Who is it? Who is that?
Jared. I call him Jared. Get off the field.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I just remembered who mine is. That's not
old
Jared
news
Goff.
now, though.
No, I'm still calling him trash ass, and there's for one reason.
Why?
Ron and Dennis have heard me mention this. I think he's going to carry the same mistakes he had out here in LA, and he's going to continue that down in Detroit. I don't think Jared Goff has truly figured out how the role of the quarterback works, and until he does, he's still going to be injury prone, turnover prone, and he's not going to get anywhere unless he studies game film of great elite quarterbacks that have come before and actually figures out what he needs to do from start to finish.
You know who that sounds like to me? Matt Stafford, the guy he got traded for. Same thing. LA think they're going to win the Super Bowl? Good luck with that.
Wait a minute. What you trying to say about Matt Stafford?
He ain't taking LA nowhere. He ain't taking LA nowhere.
Have Matt Stafford ever had a good O-line with Detroit?
Or a solid run game?
Right.
Yeah, he got a run game last year.
He had a good O-line.
That's not a solid run game.
He had was with Calvin Johnson. That's the only
receiver. He's had receivers his whole career.
Oh, okay. But what I'm saying, if you don't got no O-line, you would be injury prone. Yes or no?
The dude is a turnover machine. He doesn't make great decisions. He's going to throw a lot of yards. I'm telling you, he is not leading the Rams nowhere.
I like your version better because I am a Niner fan, so you know what I mean. But I actually wanted Stafford when Stafford was the rumor. I would have took Stafford.
I want him over Jimmy G too, but I'm saying he ain't taking you to no Super Bowl.
I just think he got a better opportunity to finally get that playoff.
I agree with that. I think they can make the playoffs.
He's definitely on a team that's better.
No, I agree with that.
I believe his upside is better than Goff's.
Right.
No, I agree with all that. I agree with that, Sharon. I just don't think they're gonna win no Super Bowl.
I believe that Goff is mediocre. Goff is mediocre.
Wild card?
Yes. This year, how far do you think they go?
They're shooing for a wild card for sure. I mean, we got 7 seeds these days.
That's it. I mean?
We got 7 seeds, so you know what I mean. Like you can be 9-7 and still get in.
Well, Sharon, what was yours?
Oh, Jerry Jones. I'm back on Jerry Jones with this Dak Prescott. I just, I listened to it some more today. I was listening to First Take, and I tell you, I got mad all over again thinking about it. Because the franchise tag thing is coming up now and all this, and it's just ridiculous. And like they were saying,
it'll be like 37 actually. If
there has to be
the second one, yeah.
There has to be some other reason why they're not trying to pay this man and making a big deal out of that 1 year. There has to be something else going on.
So let me ask you, Sharon.
Just like they were saying, and I don't understand it. I've never seen anything like this before. What?
So last year, the money was fine. It was 1 year. So he wanted one last year. They wanted one more year. So how do you side? Why do you side with one side if they want one more year? They want to, versus him.
Because because I side with the player because they're being ridiculous. There's no reason.
Even though the money is agreed upon.
But there's no reason to let 1 year keep you from signing this guy who's done everything right.
I think it goes both ways.
Everything right. There's
Everything.
they can't name anything that this man has done wrong.
Everything right.
He's done everything right on and off the
I don't know
field.
about everything right.
He's been awesome for the team. The
But
team
see-
sucks without him.
And see, we can't talk to you because look at the jersey you wearing.
No, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I can be it's
No,
my team.
It ain't that.
this.
It ain't that. But I know in
I
your
don't even
heart of
like
hearts.
Jerry Jones. I don't even like Jerry Jones. The only thing Jerry Jones is good at, and normally paying his players, but also he knows how to eye talent in the draft. Other than that, he needs to sit his ass down. Believe me.
But you probably a Cowboys fan.
See, I'm not one
Way
of those,
before Jerry got there.
I'm not one of those adamant Jerry needs to sit his ass down people. I'm not. That's just not me.
I
Okay?
am.
I'm just telling you this because I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And I'm not one of those people who sides with players 100% of the time or who sides with teams 100% of the time. I am a person who looks at every case by case individually. That's me.
Right.
And I try to weigh everything. But I'm looking at this. It's a freaking no-brainer. Every professional sports person that I've talked to behind the scenes that I know that's in the game or outside the game has told me this is bullshit. And this is the reason why I'm having such a problem with it. And it all comes down to one sentence. If this was Tony Romo, you would not do this to him.
Preach.
I mean,
He
they
would not be
they
doing
literally
this.
they gave Romo
He
a bag.
literally would not be doing this if this was Tony Romo. So those of us who tend to have one eye.
Tony Romo didn't make nowhere near this
people,
kind of money, though.
But listen to what I'm saying.
According to the market value at the time, he was high paid.
Those of us who tend to look at situations like this with the side eye and try to examine things and try to be careful not to throw around the race card.
I know where you're going with it.
We don't want to throw that race card around. But I swear to God, he's leaving me no choice.
He's paid so many brothers, though. He's paid so many people.
Let me finish. He is making it difficult for me not to say the words. Let me just say this clearly. I want to make sure I'm clear. Jerry Jones is making it difficult for me, Sharon Mullen, to not say the words that he is doing this to Dak because he's a black player. He's making it more difficult. I don't care how many other black players he's paid.
I've said that plenty of times on my podcast.
This is a black quarterback who has done everything right by the book. Has he done?
It's the psychology of the quarterback position,
right?
Like
what he
the
was
quarterback
supposed to do. He led that team. All the players respect this man. They want to play with this man, and he inspires them for greatness on the field. And he's still hesitant. It's like he's creating reasons to not reach a deal.
Yeah,
that
like bringing over Andy Dalton.
When have you seen? When have you seen
the best backup in the league? What you mean?
No, I'm just saying though. Like you bring over Andy Dalton, that's kind of like leverage. Like it's leverage towards that pick.
Listen to me, y'all.
Hold on. Y'all not listening. Y'all listening.
Y'all ain't listening. When have you seen a team not reach a deal with a player because the player wants to stay one fewer year than you want to keep him? When have you seen that? I haven't seen it. Usually it's the opposite. The player wants a longer term deal and the team wants to only give him 1 or 2. That's usually the issue. No, they want him 5 years and he only wanted to sign for 4.
So they want him longer. So they want him longer, but they don't want him. That doesn't make
any sense. That's
my point. That's my point.
That's what we're saying.
But I'm saying,
what was the deal that they offered him? Was it like 33 a year? What was that deal?
No, it was $35 million for 5 years. He wanted 4 years, $35 million. He wants to get another payday before he get too old. So that 1 year is the reason why he didn't sign, because he didn't want to sign for 5 years. We trying to give him 35 for 5 years. but we don't want him.
As a Cowboys fan, after the injury,
Like
he
I
loses
said,
his leverage.
It don't make
at
no
all?
sense.
I don't think he lost leverage because we were garbage.
It don't make no
I think
sense.
he gained.
to me.
I think he
I'm
gained
sorry.
leverage.
And like I said, Dennis, if it was Tony Romo, we would not be having this.
I said this, Sharon, you saying the same thing I said last year. Sharon.
I know. We were
can't do that, Romo.
We said it together.
Right.
You can't do that, Romo.
Said it
You can't
together.
do that.
But I was saying around this time.
That's what if though.
Around this time last year, I was saying the same stuff. And Rashawn is here, so he can also agree. Longer than that, I was saying, I think y'all should pay that now. This is before Dak. This is before Dak.
Bringing up Romo though, that's irrelevant. I mean, we don't know what would have happened.
But no, that's what. But what I'm saying is that's a bad argument.
What you mean we don't know? Yes, we do.
We don't
The
know.
Romo argument's a bad argument.
How do we know? It ain't happening.
Why's the Romo argument giving a bad argument?
It ain't a bad argument. It's not.
I just want to hear it first. Let me hear it first.
Romo made the Cowboys relevant, bro. Like that's why it's different for Romo.
Romo was all pro. What is you talking about?
Romo made the Cowboys relevant. The
You hear what they
Cowboys
saying?
wasn't anything
I just want
before
everybody to
Romo
listen
got
to him.
there.
Listen to him. Everybody listen to what they saying. I want to hear this again. Y'all said Romo was all pro.
I'm already laughing.
He's all pro.
You said Romo was all pro.
Listen.
You said Romo made the Cowboys relevant.
Go look at the Cowboys before Romo started quarterback.
After Troy Aikman left, we went through about 8 quarterbacks that were garbage. He was undrafted. He brought our franchise back. Yes.
Facts.
So you don't think it was the coach that brought your franchise
Oh,
back?
hell, we got to check.
No.
Bill Parcells coached
Bill
him 1 year.
Parcells, yeah.
Bill Parcells found him.
I was about to say, who you think found him? So
But if he didn't leave, you would have won
you
the
don't
Super
think
Bowl.
the coach is the reason that this guy, that the team actually went in a new direction?
At the end of
No,
the day,
1
players
year?
still gotta play,
No.
Dennis. Players still got to play. And Romo,
Right.
and
Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. The one year that Tony Romo was coached by Bill Parcells.
Tony Romo spanked up McNabb many a times in the playoffs.
We ain't talking about McNabb right now. When the 1 year that Bill Parcells coached Tony Romo, did they make the playoffs?
No.
Yes, we made the playoffs.
Okay.
No,
did y'all
they
play the
didn't.
Seahawks? Did y'all play the Seahawks
Yes.
that time?
Yes.
Was it Bill Parcells' fault that Tony Romo had the slippery ass
I didn't say
football?
nothing about his fault. No, that's not what we said.
I just want to hold on. I just want to make sure we get this right. So
But
now
he made him relevant,
you switch coaches. Hold on.
I'm telling you what happened though. The first year, remember Romo came in, he didn't start. He came in later on in the season. The second year he started and
I
went to
remember
the
the game
playoffs.
he came in on. He came in against the
Right,
Giants.
in the second
Giants,
year he
Monday
started
night.
and went to the playoffs.
Yeah. Because the Bull kept throwing him interceptions. Number 11.
And touchdowns.
Bledsoe.
Oh,
Bledsoe kept
yeah.
throwing him interceptions. He
Right.
kept throwing stupid
Right.
ass interceptions.
Right.
Yep, I just figured it out.
But Romo ain't got nothing to do with Prescott getting paid.
Write that down, Sharon.
I don't think
I
so
just
either.
figured
That's
it
why
out.
Romo has nothing to do with Prescott getting
Just
paid.
figured it
Nothing.
out, Dennis.
I don't think he has anything to do with Prescott getting paid. What we're trying to say is Romo had no problem getting his money. That's what we
So
say.
first off, I'm gonna shut the argument down now.
Wasn't even in Carson
Romo,
Wentz and McNabb didn't get paid.
Hold on, let me shut the argument down
McNabb
right
did
now.
get
Matter
paid.
of fact.
McNabb got $120 million for 10 years.
So hold on, Dennis.
That's
When
paid.
Romo got hurt and
At the
Prescott
time,
came in,
that was big money.
I'm gonna
When
let y'all
Romo got
argue
hurt-
because it's really irrelevant. I'm gonna let y'all argue. So y'all keep.
but look, when Romo
Bringing up
got
Romo
hurt,
was irrelevant though.
but check it out though. When Romo got hurt and
Irrelevant.
Prescott came in as a rookie, Romo got healthy. If that was the case, and everyone thought he was going to get his job back, he didn't get his job back,
It was his
and his
choice.
career was over.
It was his choice.
So what y'all saying?
That was Romo's choice.
What does that got to
No,
do
that
with
wasn't
Prescott
Romo's choice. That was Jerry
It was
Jones'
Romo's
choice. Romo wanted
No,
to
that
start.
was Romo's
He didn't want to
choice.
play for nobody else. That's why he
Why are
retired.
we spending this much time talking about Romo?
I just started. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. What does
Why
that
we-
have to
that's what I
do-
wanna know.
What does that
Hey,
have to do
Romo's
with
getting the biggest bag
Prescott
calling
getting
games
his money?
though.
That's the only thing I want to know. What does that have to do with Dak Prescott getting his money?
That's
Nothing.
exactly right.
That's what I think.
Exactly.
Who brought up Tony Romo? Talk to that person. Who brought up Tony Romo?
I brought him up.
Well, we was talking. If y'all listen to what we said,
said,
because y'all went around
They're
all
not
that shit.
listening to the context.
Y'all not listening to what we
You're
said.
not listening to
What we
we
said
talking
was,
about.
I heard her content. I don't
No, you
agree with
didn't.
it. I heard
No,
it.
you
I don't
You
agree
didn't
with
hear
it.
it. You didn't hear it.
I
But
did
I'm-
hear
I'm-
it. You
I'm
said
gonna
if
go
it was
back to-
Romo, he would have got
I know
paid.
you didn't hear it because there's no way you could be making these comments that you're
Oh,
making if you
my goodness.
understood what I was talking about.
I know
Only
exactly
thing that I was
what you're
saying,
saying.
King Zard. Only thing I was saying, King Zard, is that when it was time for Romo to get paid, he got paid as a top quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm talking about.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
remember
He got paid for the
maybe top five.
That's
He was
why I
never
made the
top paid.
comparison.
Remember
He
Jerry
was a
Jones?
top.
That is a good comparison.
If you're
Jerry
top,
Jones
if you listen,
came out.
Yes.
Cesar, at the time, I think he got his paycheck.
Cesar.
I want to say
He
it
was
was
like number 4 or
2011.
5. Yeah.
Huh? It was like
He was like number
2011,
4 or
right?
5, right?
Right, and he was like
But
top
Dallas didn't
5,
have to pay anybody else
makes you
then.
a top,
And then
which
they
makes
paid
you a
him
top
again.
paid quarterback.
They paid him again
And,
like in
and
2013.
Dak Prescott was offered to be number 3 paid last year, 5-year, $35 million,
But
and he didn't take it.
It don't seem like that's what was offered. That's what
I'm
they're telling
telling you,
us.
that's a fact that was offered.
Dennis,
I don't-
hold on.
I don't think that was what was
Hold on,
offered.
Dennis.
Oh my
Hold on,
goodness.
Dennis.
Here we
Hold
go.
on, Dennis. Because you said we didn't want to pay him, but we tried to make him a top 3 paid quarterback
No,
in the
it's
league.
not.
and
It's
he
not.
don't
It's
want
not what
that.
was. I don't believe that that's what
I
was
don't even
offered.
understand what
I
y'all
wasn't in the room,
What are
so
y'all
I'm not
arguing?
having this argument with y'all.
What, Dennis?
I'll
I'm
let
not
y'all
either.
win. I'm listening. I'm letting y'all win this one. I'm letting y'all win because we have a
Hey,
show to go on. We got to
I
keep the show
got,
going.
I got one trash. I'm gonna go on the other side of Texas. I'm gonna say just the Easterby and what's his name, McNair. What's the owner's name?
McNair.
Yeah,
Houston.
McNair. Like yo,
Houston.
just the Houston is just they're man trash.
Trash.
Like
Yeah.
what are
they're
they doing
trash.
over there? What are they doing in the past couple of years too? They just getting rid of his weapons, doing this and the third. You know what I mean? Like it. I don't know. I feel bad for Watson for real though.
I agree with that.
All right, so
Yeah, I
now
feel
we need the
bad for
certified players. Who's your Ryan? Who's your certified players, Ryan?
Your basketball team, then.
No, what's their name, Ryan? Because you always say something else. What's the name of my basketball team, Ryan? Don't you
Yeah.
say it like it's a bad fucking day. Say their motherfucking name, goddammit. Say their goddamn name. Say their name, goddammit.
I know.
He always, if you watch the show, he always talking shit about the Sixers.
FCC, Dennis, FCC.
All right, damn the FCC today, goddammit. What's their goddamn name? What's their name, Ryan?
The Philadelphia
Tennessee
basketball team.
Lady
Say it,
Volunteers.
10, 9, 8, 76ers, Ryan. Come on.
Oh,
Tell him, Ryan. Tell him,
I
Ryan.
thought you meant the Tennessee Lady
Ben
Volunteers.
Simmons and Embiid.
Oh, my bad.
My bad.
Tell him, Ryan.
The
You know
seven
what?
is-
People are waiting. The people are
7
waiting.
What they been doing out there?
That been balling.
What Ben Simmons and Embiid been doing, Ryan?
Yeah.
About
Rose
time.
It's proud.
About time he step up.
It's a proud.
Shaq
wanna
and
see
Barkley
the
called him
Sixers
out. I don't know how many
About
times before he
time.
stepped up.
Give me
It's
the
about
Sixers.
time this man finally step up.
You know
About
what?
time.
That's gonna be the
Only
name of
Who
the
you
show.
talking about,
year.
Ryan? Who you
And
talking
B.
about, Ryan?
It's only his
And B. And B.
And B.
I just wanted you to say his name.
About time.
Shout out to Chadwick George.
You said it's
Shout
about
out to Chadwick
time.
George. We
About
talking
time.
about your man, MB.
I think Chad in the comments too.
Is he?
Yo, what do you mean about
well.
time? What do you mean,
No,
Ryan?
we
So
believe
you-
Hold on, Ryan. Hold up, Sean. We ain't got that much time to be going through all that. We ain't got that much time. Now Sharon has the certified player. Sharon, who's yours?
The whole let me what's his name? New York Knicks.
Okay, the New York
That's a
Knicks.
good one.
That's where I was gonna go.
Yep. What's the
Randall.
coach name? I forgot his name.
Tibbs.
Tom Thibodeau, baby.
Thibodeau.
Ex-Bull.
He doing it.
Tibbs.
He doing
Tibbs.
it.
That's my dude right there. I love.
That's my
Tibbs.
guy, too. We agree,
I
fine.
love
House.
Julius
Speaking of the
Randle.
Knicks, June in
I
the
love
house.
Julius Randle. He's my main certified player, but I'm giving a shout out to the Knicks and giving them some love. Even though I hate them, I just cannot stand the Knicks, but I gotta give credit where it's due. I like what they're doing. And yeah, certified.
Okay.
Oh, can I go next?
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
got another one too, but go ahead.
All right. Go ahead.
The Utah Jazz.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. If
Fake.
you look at the history of the Jazz, you know, you're going back to the
Fakery.
days with Jerry Sloan, John Stockton, Karl Malone. The team now, with all the chemistry at 25-6 with the best record in the NBA at 9-1 in their last 10 games, 14-2 at home with the best home record. This team is literally poised to represent the West. I could tell you right now, there's a lot of good teams in the league. Don't get me wrong. If you could see the NBA Finals right now, and it featured Utah and Brooklyn right now, who would you take?
Trash.
Brooklyn.
You
All
take
day.
Brooklyn with no issue.
All day.
4-1, Brooklyn.
All day.
The gentleman's
All day.
sweep. He's calling for the gentleman's sweep.
4-1.
I want to.
Okay, calm down.
I'll take BK.
Why everybody so hyped today? Chill. Just
It's
stay
top
focused.
your
It's
Calm
Tuesday.
down.
It's Tuesday, Sharon.
Oh
Best day
my
of the
God.
week.
Yeah, Sharon. We come hyped that.
Oh, whatever.
No, it's a good call. And I agree with you. I agree with you about the call, but they're not going to go no. But when it counts, they're not going to win.
Exactly. Denver did the same thing last year.
Right.
Denver was all
I
hyped up.
I have to answer your question. That I would have to say Brooklyn. I don't think it'd be 4-1. I think it'd be more like 3-2, but or whatever. What is it? What did I say? 4-2. I think it'd be more like 4-2, but yeah, I think Brooklyn would pull it out. There's something fake about the Jazz for me. I don't know. It's like something. I don't see it lasting. I don't know. I just got a feeling that
I just don't think with the game on the line they got. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's good. I just don't think they got an A1 superstar like even the Clippers, like George and Kawhi. Like if they get there, I can see them doing it. No, I ain't saying they're gonna do it, but I can see them going before Utah.
Hey, Clippers is so deep though. Their bench.
That's what I'm saying.
Deep. They ain't so deep.
Hold on, Sean. What you say, Sean?
Compared to the
I was
other,
just trying to get my certified player because I was driving. I didn't want to lose signal.
We'll go ahead then.
Oh, Zach LaVine, and I'm ready to have that conversation.
Oh, you took mine.
Zach LaVine maybe better than Booker,
That
bro.
was my next one.
Zach LaVine
Way
just
better
maybe
than
better than Booker, bro. But we'll talk about it.
I'm gonna get something to drink.
I know, but Zach LaVine is an MVP candidate.
King Czar, you got one, King Czar. I'm gonna get
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, baby.
Zach LaVine. Okay,
All-Star announced today.
Yep.
Big C right now in the playoff picture. The Bulls is on their way back, baby.
GMM, you got a certified player?
Man, I was gonna go with the Knicks, man. So and then I was gonna roll over to Levine. So maybe next time I'll just try to jump the gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah.
Sorry.
The Knicks
No,
are
it's
the
all good.
right now.
Great minds think alike.
I got two more.
When did the Knicks get enter the top 8? Oh my gosh!
You got to pay attention to basketball. So I told you it's a lot more than
the Bulls are 8.
Rolls Royce, what you got over there, Rolls Royce?
I got Kuz, baby, up in LA with my Lakers. Watch out for Kuz, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
He's coming through.
Kuz, baby.
Kuz, baby.
Oh,
I picked him up in fantasy.
The real Slim Shady.
Hey, Royce. Kuz is my favorite player on the Lakers right now.
That a girl. That's my girl right there. There you go.
Player.
You know what's up. Kuz is the truth, man. He's finally coming through.
When people trash him,
Yep.
I don't say a word. I say, just keep talking. That's all I say. I don't say.
I'm just curious. Did you see that game where a fan yelled out when he was shooting free throws? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
No, I didn't see it.
No, do you remember when he had the blonde hair?
Last year. He had it last year.
Someone, before the pandemic started and they started banning people, a fan that was sitting courtside yelled at him, will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
I heard that.
And I think later in the game of the PA system, they played the actual song.
I'm going to have to say my certified, that's not really a player, but I'm going to have to give it to the Colts for robbing the Eagles like that.
Hell yeah.
Robbing the Eagles.
Robbing that was a smooth move. Right
Oh,
there.
man.
That was a 211.
If that becomes a first-round pick, you tripping.
That's like
the Colts destroyed the Eagles on that trade, bro. Are you serious?
Right. Tripping on that one.
Destroyed.
That was like
I thought at least if they took that trade, they was gonna take the contract too for the first year. They ain't even take the contract for the first year.
Nope.
I'm gonna say that you have been saying a sucker born every day.
That's right. And right now I'm saying that the Eagles are that
So
sucker.
who the sucker is now?
The Eagles.
Yep.
The Eagles.
Okay.
the Eagles must have really hated Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? They're like, listen, just take him. Just take him.
Hey, Ryan, that's a good one, Ryan.
That's
a real good one.
But still, even
Hurts finna do work, man. I hate to say it, but Hurts finna put in work.
To front the bill for 2021 though, that's
right. They could have took half the bill. That's all I'm saying.
You want any
Y'all
more?
was so pressed to get Frank Wright coaches. That's what happened. Y'all traded coaches for a player. That's what happened. Tell the truth.
Hey,
tell the truth.
I didn't do any of that. I'm just the Eagles fan, and I'm accepting what's going on. That's all.
The people are waiting.
That's how I feel like as a Niner fan.
Stop it, Ryan.
I am an Eagles fan, and I am accepting what's going on.
Hey,
I will be watching football this year. If you ask me about my Eagles bowl predictions this year, you will get nothing because I have nothing.
I'll tell you right now, Dennis, the best Eagles you can find anywhere in the country, right on the back of this quarter.
Ouch.
Okay. Anybody else got any certified players? I know Sharon got some. Go ahead, Sharon. Go ahead, Sharon.
I got LaMelo Ball.
I'm sorry, that was so wrong.
LaMelo Ball.
Rookie of the year.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry, I think, put up 40 the other night.
Okay.
It was a 30.
I love them both. I'm rocking with both of them dudes. So, yeah, they both certified for me.
Oh, yeah, because he just became the youngest with a triple-double, didn't he?
Hey, did anybody see Anthony Edwards dunk, though?
Yeah, I seen that dunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nasty.
It was
He
all
ain't
right.
really doing that great as a rookie, but
She said it was all right.
I'm still not that impressed with Mr. Edwards.
Me neither. Not
He
as a
gotta
player,
show
no.
himself.
It was the hype around him, wasn't it, Sharon? Is it
LaMelo
just
should
me or
have
was
went
it the
number
hype around
one.
him?
What you say?
Is it just me or
LaMelo
was it
should
the
have
hype
went
around
number
him?
one.
Yeah, he's just hype. He's just more hype than anything. I don't know, whatever.
Anybody else? You got any more certified players, Sharon?
Do
What
I
about
have
Steph
any
Curry?
more? Somebody said the 76ers, but I'm gonna point out Joel Embiid specifically finally getting himself together and doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah.
Only took him how long? How long did it take him?
Forever.
Been in the league, what, 6 years?
I
Well,
think
the first
I will not stand for this Embiid hate. I will not stand for it.
Nobody's hating on him, but he need to stop being soft. He's too talented.
Oh, no.
He's too talented for that.
Oh, this is his 7th year. Okay.
He's too
He's been around
talented.
for a minute.
Yeah, he missed like the first year and a half or something, 2 years.
No, the
Almost.
first two.
It was the first 2 years. He missed the first 2
Almost
years, and then he
three.
had a bullshit coach. So I don't want to hear it.
Hey, we gonna see what
You don't
y'all
want to
do
hear
this
what?
year.
Wait
Yeah, the
a minute.
bullshit coach.
Hold up.
They
Time
get Doc
out.
Rivers to start balling.
What don't you want to hear, Sean? What are you talking about?
Brett Brown's ass. I've been saying get rid of Brett Brown a long time ago.
Nobody's putting him
Now,
down.
Brett Brown was trash, though.
Brett Brown was trash. I've been saying I've been saying for years get rid of Brett Brown.
Yeah, I've been saying
The problems that Joel Embiid had cannot be attributed to sorry ass Brett Brown.
Preach.
So
not?
apparently you didn't hear me on the show last night because I broke down what my issues with Embiid were, and it had nothing to do with his coaching.
It was coaching to me though.
But wait a minute, hold
See,
up.
it's
Everybody,
I didn't see Embiid like real life. Like that's like Embiid is different. Like the potential that he has, you need a
he's
certain
different this
individual
year.
to bring that out. That's a
Like
fact.
I said, you need to go watch the show because I
Wait.
said the exact same thing yesterday. So you need to go watch what I said about him yesterday.
question, do anybody else got any certified players?
Steph Curry.
I heard that one. Steph Curry. Shout out to Steph.
All day.
Moving on.
Big up.
MVP.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to throw one in
Curry
the
to you.
Kelly Ebru, also of Golden State. They've been saying he's been shooting better than Steph lately.
Hey, I said that. I
Yeah,
said that last
whatever.
week to watch Kelly Oubre. I said that last week to watch Kelly Oubre. I did.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if he gets it going and Golden State figures things out, if Clay
It's
comes
not
back,
just that. It's
he
Andrew
can be
Wiggins
an elite
too that plays a
shooting-
big part. You have to watch Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins does a lot of things that are not stat provided.
Yeah.
Defense.
So does
We'll talk
Draymond.
about them next year. They ain't doing that this year.
They ain't doing that this-
Facts.
Hey,
Hey, you say it. You say
going to
it.
I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah,
They probably
over
ain't
here
make
in
the
debate.
playoffs.
Hey, let me just say this. Let me say this.
Shout out to Draymond Green.
I love Draymond.
We
for
got to
that.
get to our first
Draymond,
topic, and I want to know. And I'm gonna go in order. But I want to know what is everybody's best sports movie.
What move?
Oh,
What do you mean
I
best?
got so
What do
many.
you mean
What's
best?
your, what is your
Can I give
best?
one in each category?
Do you mean favorite?
Is your best? Is your best sports movie? Like if it was playing in Spanish, you still watch it.
Favorite. You mean
Remember the
favorite?
Titans.
You mean favorite?
Oh, nice.
That's a good
No,
one. I love
That's the
Denzel.
greatest.
I mean, your best.
I
That's
love
what I mean.
Denzel.
They're my
What do you
best.
mean by
Remember the
best?
Titans.
But you know what, Sharon? Your favorite. I'll say your favorite.
How he brought black and white together as one and to play for each other.
Wow.
Break it down, Ron.
That,
Preach, Reverend
that-
Thomas. Go ahead.
that-
Come on, everybody. Hold hands. Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Wow.
No, actually, I'm glad he mentioned that movie because there's several
That's the
things.
greatest. That's the greatest sports movie of all time.
There are so many
Okay.
things
Yeah,
that happen. In that
Remember the
movie that
Titans is dope.
I like now.
Okay.
You know,
So did you
Sharon-
just want our top one, or do you want top 5? What you want?
If you got that, depends on how you got it.
We gonna be here
I
all
give
day.
you my
Top five,
favorite in
baby.
At
each
the end of the
sport.
day, I sent y'all the list and I said the best. However you got it, let's get it. That's how I want it.
Okay,
I
so
can give you
ready?
one in each
You
I'm
sport.
ready?
My
ready.
favorite.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Come on, Sharon. I'm ready.
Ready? My favorites, my top 5 favorites are Remember the Titans, Gridiron Gang,
Ooh.
He Got Game,
Okay.
Hoosiers. I still love Hoosiers.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Hoosiers legit.
And Basketball Diaries.
Basketball who?
Never seen it.
Diaries.
Basketball Diaries.
That was
I'm
Leonardo
messing up.
DiCaprio, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I ain't never watched it
Hey,
though. But
basketball-
yeah, I heard about it.
Oh, you know
She
what?
got a good list.
Hey, they some good picks, Sharon. I like them picks.
Yeah, I was like, she got a good
Thank
list.
you.
I have
love the
3
foot.
that come to mind.
I only
Okay,
got
let's
one.
hear that.
Remember the Titans, Coach Carter, The Blind Side.
With a blind side
Coach
was
Carter was all right, but there was a lot of fake. It was fake.
Yeah,
and a lot of
Samuel
it
Jackson
was
was
inaccurate.
It was loosely
Inaccurate.
based. It was loosely based. on
Very
the true
loose.
story.
Samuel
I
Yeah.
live out here in Richmond. I live 20 minutes from Richmond.
Yeah,
Wait,
shout out to
were you-
Richmond.
Carter, though. I
Are you
love
in
that
Richmond,
movie.
California, or Richmond, Virginia?
Samuel funny as hell in that
Richmond,
movie.
California.
Look at
Richmond,
this knot.
California, man.
I'm tired
Okay.
of this knot.
I love Coach Carter now. That's like number 6.
You gotta go
No,
to
no,
it.
that's a cool movie, but it's inaccurate though.
Most movies
How
are.
is it inaccurate?
I grew up a Tupac fan. I don't know if this really counts as a sports movie, but everybody kind of threw out the Titans.
Above the rim.
Above the rim, right? That shit
Oh,
was
there
dope.
you
That's
go.
the best. Do you know that's
Yeah.
one of the best soundtracks ever? Boy.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
the best
I
soundtrack to
got
me.
that. I got that in my car right now.
Hey,
That's the
Dennis,
best soundtrack. Yeah.
you brought up
Above
how
the
you,
Rim
were,
was-
you
was
said
the
you were watching in
joint.
Spanish if you could. White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
basketball movie.
White Man Can't Jump. That
yeah.
movie's so fucking funny, man.
Yo,
Man,
why you
man.
take my
Oh
drink?
my
That's-
gosh.
That was my shit
People
right
use
there,
that on
man.
me in high school so much.
Yo,
Yeah,
that movie
I
was
haven't
so
seen
funny.
this,
Basketball.
Grab rim.
everybody forget about Wildcat.
That was cool.
Nah,
I
I
ain't
like
looking
Wild
at
You
that.
know?
Hey, you know what was dope to
Nah.
me? But I haven't
But
seen it
it's
in a
not-
while. I haven't seen this one in a while, so I don't know how. I don't know if it has like if it still is that dope to me because I watched it as a kid. But Any Given Sunday was dope.
I was about to say
Yeah.
that.
I love
Like
radio.
it.
Cool.
Overrated.
I
Super
said I
overrated.
love
The
Hell of a
good-
job
Here's-
on radio.
One of the best locker room speeches ever.
Ever.
Yeah, I know Dennis
Ever.
remembers
Here's mine, Dennis.
a question about it.
You heard me? That radio? I love
Yeah.
radio.
Oh, radio! Oh,
love
snap.
radio,
Yeah,
yo.
there you go.
Radio was
I
dope.
Come
love
on,
radio.
man, radio. How about the program, Dennis? The program. That's
Program.
legit, baby.
Listen,
The
hey,
replacement
jump
too.
to the wall.
Hey, Rose
Hey, the
Woods.
replacements was wet, bro.
The replacements
Hey,
was
Rose
good, yo.
Woods.
Got one.
Oh,
Hold on.
What about
Hey,
the last Boy Scout?
Mm-hmm. I love the last.
That was kind of a sports
You went to a
movie.
game?
but
I don't know
look,
One of the things that I like
how about
about
Point Break? Point Break was kind of a.
the
Point Break?
one of
That's
the
sports?
what's the name of the shit called?
It was Johnny
program,
Utah,
the
bro.
program.
He was Johnny Utah.
One of the things I liked about the
so-
program, though, one of the things I liked about it was the fact that Bull couldn't read, and they used to send him his test the
Yep.
day before the test, and he still get it wrong. I was laughing so hard at that.
Hey, program's a great movie, bro.
Angels in the
It
outfield,
is.
man. Angels in the outfield.
Oh, that's my
I'ma
joint. That was
tell
my
you-
joint
Angels in the
too.
outfield.
Yeah.
And every last one of them Mighty Ducks.
I'm gonna tell you two of my favorite sports movies right now. All right,
Sunset Park.
no, right now I'm gonna tell you the Little
Ooh,
Giants.
Sunset Park.
Oh,
I-
Little Giants.
Oh,
Little
Oh,
Giants.
I
Now
like
I'm
Little
gonna tell
hey,
you. I'm
is
gonna
that
tell
the
you
one with
why.
Ben Stiller? Ben Stiller was the.
Dang, we going way back now, y'all. We going back to
Little
childhood.
Giants with Rick Moranis and Ed O'Neill.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
And
I
with
like
on the
that
Little
one.
Giants, I wanted to be Spike because I wanted to
Ben
carry a
Stiller was in the
refrigerator
back.
outside the house.
Right.
I wanted
Now I gotta go watch
to carry a
that.
refrigerator outside the house. That's all
Hey,
I
Dennis, we
wanted to
going way
carry.
back. Dennis, we going way back. Why don't we go to Ladybugs?
I said,
What about Ladybugs?
I could do it.
Rodney
And
Dangerfield.
another one was my joint was Major League 1 and 2.
Oh, hell yeah. Major League.
Major League was good.
Yeah, Major League was dope.
Major League was a joke.
And since I'm from Philadelphia,
Rookie of the year. Oh,
since I'm from Philadelphia, I got to say it. The Rocky Creed movies was great.
Oh, that's the best boxing.
hell
movie.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot Rookie of the Year. Oh, that was
But there-
so.
Space Jam.
Hey,
Space Jam.
But Dennis, they ain't better than the original Rocky.
I still
They're not
love
better than
Space
the original
Jam.
Rocky, though.
Space Jam.
So we pretty
Still love
much
Space
hit
Jam.
most of them. So I'm gonna throw a couple more that we ain't said since y'all pretty much kind of
All them Rocky.
threw them all out
every
there.
one.
But these are honorable mentions, ones I like a lot, and they don't get a lot of credit. But the Six Man,
Oh,
Six Man,
with
Six
Marlon
Man.
Wayans.
6 Man had me
Yes.
emotional. 6
and
Man
Dean
was awesome.
Hardison. I love that movie.
Yeah,
Dope
that one
movie.
had me emotional. A lot of people don't know that, but I almost cried to
Right,
that
right.
movie. I almost cried
Really
to that
good movie. A Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is
Yeah.
great. I like Field of Dreams.
You know what I'm saying?
Trouble with the Curve.
And then in boxing, I'm talking about this movie was perfectly casted. I think everybody got nominated. The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That movie was so dope. The acting.
It was all right.
I mean, okay.
Here's a question. Out of all the Rockies, which Rocky is the best? For me, it's 4.
Rocky 3.
Nah, I like Rocky 4 was
yeah.
Four
When he
is a
fights the
close
Russian,
second.
bro. When he
Rocky
fights
III.
the Russian.
that's number 4. That's number 4.
Close second.
Nah,
shit.
Rocky
Second.
3 with Mr. T. No,
Right, that's the
He
best
said,
one.
"Look here,
Mr.
woman.
T
He said, look here,
lines,
woman. You want a
you
real
cannot
man?"
beat them Mr. T
Hey,
lines.
no.
For real,
He said you got any words before the
He said,
fight?
look here, woman.
Look here,
No.
woman.
He said you
Look
got
here,
any
woman.
words for the fight?
Come
That
here,
fool just
come here,
said.
woman. Come here, woman.
here,
No, that
real
fool
man.
said.
Real man.
You better talk your wish out there, you fool.
Hey, yo,
That fool said you got any words for the
3.
fight? That fool said pain. That's it.
Pain.
That, bro.
Number 3.
I like how y'all pick Rocky.
Hey,
Rocky.
but how many
Rocky
people?
III,
How many people will admit when Mick died they cried? Everybody be crying when Mick died. Don't even lie.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, I be
I
crying
want
like
to
a
react.
baby.
that was
I want to
like
react.
his. That was basically his dad right there. You feel me?
I know, right?
I'm gonna
He
keep
cried
it
was the
honest
way
with y'all.
Rocky
Rocky
was
3.
crying. The way he was crying,
Yeah.
he sounds so
Yep.
ugly when he cried. It just broke my heart.
That was a good
Yeah.
ugly cry.
Oh my God. I was just like crying.
Now
Yes.
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Rocky 3 was a real good movie. Y'all gonna hear me reference that a little bit later. But Rocky 2 was my all-time favorite.
Really?
Nah.
Rocky
mine
2
is
was my
3.
favorite
When he finally
it actually showed his dumb ass getting money, can't read, couldn't get the improv to the commercial.
Commercial.
Hey, that director was so hot at him. Remember?
Oh
He
my
was
gosh,
like,
he-
come
listen.
on, read it.
He married he asked his wife to marry him at the zoo. Like it was just everything.
Hey.
He got married. Next thing you know, he about to have a baby. They wouldn't let him fight. Oh man,
Hey, bro, Rocky. You know what's dope about the Rocky movies? He has CTE in reverse. Like he
Yep.
had it and then got
Yep.
smarter. You know what I mean? Like his
Right.
speech got better. Like,
He had to go back to it. He had to
I'm
go back to
afraid.
a regular
Oh my God,
job.
that's
Like it was crazy. I was sitting, I was like, this is crazy. He had to go through all that.
Baby, I don't want it anymore.
hey, and yo, Adrian, remember in part 1 when there's a draw and he's looking for Adrian, she got the sonic ears. It's
It was
like,
no draw.
he's like, Adrian, she's like, I'm here. Like she was far away into the money. That used
That
to
shit
always
was
kill me
classic,
as
bro.
a kid.
Let me read these comments real quick. All right. Somebody said Coach Carter, Gridiron Gang Radio, Coach Carter, Blindside, The Longest Yard, Coach Carter,
Gridiron
Blindside,
Gang,
Gridiron
man.
Gang,
Ooh.
Gridiron Gang was
Longest
hard.
Yard,
I
Friday Night
love
Lights,
Gridiron Game.
Ooh,
Oh,
Friday
Friday Night
Lights. I
Lights.
forgot about
Yeah.
that one.
Happy Gilmore, Sunset Park, Fever Pitch, Safety,
Hey, while
Oh,
we're at it,
Sunset Park,
Fever
Long Shot,
pitch.
hey, Waterboy
Long
too.
shot.
Bro. Waterboy was funny.
Dodgeball.
Fever pitch was trash.
Dodgeball
Jared
was
said,
trash.
Come on, man.
Fever pitch.
Jared said, hey, Dennis Holmes, I told you we could do a snake draft, bro. Basically doing one right now. Necessary Roughness 42.
Oh, hell yeah. Unnecessary reference is all right.
42
Ali,
was dope.
Concussion. Eric
Hey.
Winters, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's the one with Antonio Banderas
Eric
and Woody
came to the
Harrelson
show.
boxing?
Eric
Hey,
Winters on the show. What's up, Eric Winters?
What's up, Eric, baby? He's so glad
The
to see you in the
wrestler,
comments.
Rod, Rudy.
Rudy. Oh, that's fucking
Oh,
old.
Rudy. Oh, man. I don't know why
We
I
Are
didn't mention that
Marshall.
one.
Hey, they made a movie about Rudy, and the dude
We
played
Are
like two
Marshall
plays.
was
The
good.
dude played
We
like
Are
two
We Are
plays.
Marshall was good.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
And the Waterboy.
Hey, yo, when he stabbed himself in the leg, though, bro. He was like, I can't feel it.
All right, now listen. Now this question right here that I got for y'all. I want to know one of the best athletes that y'all have seen, whether it was on TV in your neighborhood, that did not make it to the NBA or the NFL.
Ooh.
Okay, I thought when I read the question, I thought it was like one of the ones who didn't win it all. Ooh,
They didn't make it.
They didn't make it to the NFL or any sport.
Any sport.
They didn't make it to the NFL or the NBA or Major League. That's
So like they could.
Okay. Nah, he made it.
I mean, I'll start. I don't know if y'all gonna know these people because, like I said, I'm so hardcore. Like, there's prospects that were like number 1 5-star and being recruited in like 8th grade. I got 2 of them. One's from Indiana. Speaking of Hoosiers, Hoosier bred. That's basketball country. A dude named Damon Bailey. I don't know if anybody know that name. Bob Knight recruited that dude, and I was living out there then. He got recruited by Indiana in the 8th grade. And was a 5-star. Yes, he signed with them in the 8th grade, the Hoosiers.
Wow.
It was a 5-star prospect as a freshman. Played 4 years of college, which is rarity. If you're in 8th grade, 5-star, like cats come out early, junior, sophomore, whatever. I think the Pacers or someone drafted him, he might have played 2 years. Even at Indiana, the Hoosiers, he wasn't even that good. And then my other one is from New York, and I think by way of, I can't remember if it was Nigeria or he was from one of I can't remember what his background was, but he was the number 1 prospect in front of Allen Iverson, and they both were from New York. Well, Allen was from Philly. Well, no, from New York. Felipe Lopez.
Oh yeah, we heard of Felipe Lopez.
So they did a documentary on him. He went to St. John's.
They talk about him on Whatchacomb's documentary.
Stephon
Marbury.
So check it out. Everybody recruited him. Allen Iverson almost didn't get signed because he went to jail. John Thompson went and he just got out. John Thompson was the only one willing to sign AI at Georgetown. Right. Felipe was the top prospect. I'm talking about like can't miss. And they had a documentary out of it. He had some personal, whatever the case may be. But he got drafted by Memphis and didn't make it. But like I'm telling you, the hype was insane. Like he was way hyped over AI. Like it was that incredible. Where every college in the country wanted him. He had his pick of the litter. He picked St. John's because he had moved to New York. And like AI was like an afterthought. And AI was the one that blew up.
Yeah, AI was from Virginia though.
Yeah. Right.
2 up, 2 down.
Yeah. Anybody else got any?
I can only think of somebody.
I got one. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is anybody heard the name Roosevelt Chapman?
Nah.
I bet you haven't. Okay. Well, Roosevelt Chapman played in the 80s. He was in college in the 80s. And he played for the University of Dayton from 1980 to 1984. And he became the university's all-time leading scorer with 2,233 points. And as of last year, that record still stands at the University of Dayton. And it's been since 84.
Nice.
And he did get drafted in the NBA, but he didn't make it. He got drafted in the 3rd round, 54th pick overall by the Kansas City Kings at the time.
Yeah.
But he ended up playing a season with the Cincinnati Slammers in the CBA, but he never made it to the NBA.
He got drafted.
He still holds records I swear he was he's one of the greatest basketball players I had ever seen. Just pure natural talent. He was something. He's ridiculous.
I'm gonna go with the other Manning brother, the one that had like the spine issue, because he probably would have been. I mean, it's in their geno just to be great. I mean, look at Manning. He's an idiot. He still got 2 rings.
He was actually supposed to be the best Manning coming out before that injury. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was better.
Yeah. Cooper Manning, right? I think that was his name.
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Man, that's crazy.
Sucks.
Would have had all 3 sons would have had rings.
My football guy that didn't make it was Juice Williams.
Carson Wentz.
Juice Williams.
Carson made it to the league, though. He made it to the league.
Wait, Juice Williams, did he play at Illinois? Where did he play?
He played at Illinois.
I remember him.
Quarterback at Illinois.
I remember Juice Williams. Yeah.
Juice Williams.
How long ago was this?
My brother put me on Juice Williams. He was like, man, is this true freshman play for Illinois? Like, man, you always hyping somebody up. Man, you told me to watch Joey Arrington. He wasn't that good. Like, no, you gotta watch Juice Williams. You gotta watch Juice Williams. Then Juice Williams is nice.
No, he was good. I remember him.
He was nice. He was.
I was like, this boy got it. I was like, this boy right here got it. He just needs some guidance. But this guy got it. Like, I was in love with Juice Williams.
I got one for you because all my friends are Irish fans. I cannot stand Notre Dame. He was so hyped up, a 5-star recruit. He got drafted in the NFL, but didn't do shit. Jimmy Clausen. That dude.
Trash.
I knew when you
trash.
Right when you said Notre Dame, I knew you was going that way.
Hey, I thought you was going to say Rick Mirer. I thought you was going to say Rick Mirer.
Oh, you say Carlisle Holiday.
Awesome.
Bro, I was at the USC Notre Dame game when he played, and every single Irish fan had a Jimmy Clausen jersey. They were like, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. This dude is the shit. The next Joe Montana. That dude was straight trash, bro.
I was so mad. I couldn't stand him. I was like, he is horrible.
And he looked like he was like 8 years old. Like he looked like he was 8. Even in the NFL, he looked like a little kid.
What's up, Amir Drake? What's going on, man? Kellen said Maurice Claret.
Oh, Maurice Claret. I remember him.
Yeah, Maurice Claret was I ain't gonna lie, he probably was one of the best running backs I've seen.
He was good.
Bush.
He was good.
He was.
Yeah, trash.
Very talented.
There's a bunch of quarterbacks you can name though. Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks.
No, Byron Leftwich made it.
I mean, he didn't. What you
Byron
mean?
Leftwich had a good career with Jacksonville.
He was solid. He wasn't a bust, but he was solid.
I mean, if we're going that route, Ryan Leaf, David Carr, you know what I mean? Like,
how about Trent Richardson?
He had a couple good seasons too.
Yeah,
though.
when he was with Shanahan, when he was Shanahan there in Cleveland with him?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was.
Because he did have a good year. Like, he did have one solid year. I remember in fantasy, he was the guy. Like 1 year.
It was another bull.
Then he went.
I think this guy won the Heisman. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. But Tim Couch.
Yeah, he won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm. He won the Heisman, but I
he got drafted number 1, 1999.
He ain't get drafted.
McNabb draft and Culpepper. He went before all them dudes.
Not Tim Couch. I'm saying the wrong guy.
He won the Heisman.
He's the other Crouch.
That's a good pick.
The other Crouch.
Oh, you from Nebraska?
Eric Crouch. He switched to safety.
Crouch.
He was trash, bro.
Well, but he switched to safety though.
Yeah, Eric Crouch.
But even in Nebraska, he was hyped up like big time.
I was about to say I wasn't thrilled with him.
What
about Tommy Frazier from Nebraska?
That's who they just said. Kellen just said Tommy Frazier.
Yeah, I remember Frazier. Yeah,
so he was nice.
He
didn't get a chance. Really, he didn't really get a chance. They wanted him to switch positions.
What about Lawrence, the running back out of Nebraska? Remember how hyped up he was, and he was trash into the Rams.
Lawrence Phillips.
Yeah,
he was the drugs. You got to go back and watch the documentary.
Oh, he did drugs?
He couldn't stop with the drug, kept going to jail.
Oh, yeah, I see.
And kept slapping women.
Hey, he was nice in Nebraska, bro.
Me and my dad was just talking about that yesterday.
He was nice. He was nice.
Me and my dad, we was filming.
What was he on?
He was on the Rams. The Rams drafted him.
Slapping them fucking women. He might have did something. I was like,
so the best running back that didn't make it, in my opinion, Kajana Carter.
Oh yeah, 'cause John
Out of
Carter
where?
was-
I'm
John
trying to
Carter was
Out of
dope.
Penn State.
He got drafted by Cincinnati. Yep.
Number one pick. Bomb.
I remember him.
Next week, I'm gonna have another one for y'all next week.
Hey, King, me and you are old enough to know this. These young cats don't know, man.
Nah, man, I'm only 20, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, why are you 20? You're lying.
20 plus what?
The next question I got for y'all, that was a good one. Next question I got for y'all is how did y'all fall in love with hip hop?
Brown sugar.
Oh, damn.
I'm from the Bay Area, so man, we had like a whole different type of vibe out here. Like I grew up on E40 and Mac Dre and like
right. But what was the one that made you say I want to keep listening to hip hop?
Tupac. It was Tupac for sure.
Yeah.
What's the song though?
Oh, I'll say I'll do you one better. It was the album. It was the album. The whole entire album. Tupac Lives Now. Tupac Lives Now was that one. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I didn't
care for that album.
But see, here's the thing. We're talking about how I got introduced, like, you know, where I was like, you know what I mean? It was that album. You know what I mean? My sister had that. I have a sister. She's 9 years older than me. So she kind of laced me on all the stuff I kind of grew up on. You know what I mean? And then, bro, Tupac was just he always like could recreate himself. You know what I mean? Like he went from like, bro, some people, they think Tupac was from LA. Like, you know, people don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's from the I say he's from the I was about to say he's like Baltimore, right? Like,
no, he's from New York.
New York.
He's born in New York.
His name, he was MC New York before he went by his real name.
Bro, Pac was a guy. Bro.
I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that was his name, MC New York.
Pac was dope.
Yeah, Pac was dope.
Kellen said his joint was nothing but a G thing from Snoop Dogg.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hip-hop.
Bro, I'm from Southern California, and that's all it was nothing but a G thing. That's all it was.
That's some young cat stuff. That's their first, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was the album, bro. That was the album, bro.
You know who was the joint to me too? Like shortly after that, I was like really on Bone Thugs tough too. I think I was like in the third grade, and I was just like, I don't know what the hell they were saying, but this shit was dope. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So for me, as a matter of fact, it's the perfect. Hey, Dennis, good timing with this, unfortunately. So obviously, I'm old enough to where I heard Sugar Hill Gang, which is kind of considered the first rap song per se, you know, at least in
first
the
mainstream,
you know, the main, you know, nationwide. And of course, you know, dope, you know, this is new, you know, cool. But when I heard this song, and I remember I was in the car on the radio, 84, 85, Fat Boys in jail.
Hell yeah, Fat Boys is a shit.
When that song came on the radio, I was like 12, 13, whatever. Boy, I'm telling you right now, man, that's the day I fell in love with hip hop.
Fat Boys, hell yeah.
That wasn't out yet, but it was that in jail. When I heard that song, that genre arrived for me, and I had to get that song. The Fat Boy, rest in peace, Prince Marky D.
Man, I'm gonna give some respect to Salt and Pepper, bro. Salt and Pepper was the shit, bro. Hell yeah, back in the day, Salt and Pepper. Fuck. Hell yeah.
I ain't finished watching that documentary yet, but Ryan, what was yours, Ryan?
Mine, Outcast.
What song?
Oh, okay.
The Players Circle.
Okay.
Play the Southern.
And what was yours, Sharon?
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
I said,
just repeat the question.
How did you fall in love with
I know where she's going with this.
What's the question?
How did you fall in love with hip hop?
LL Cool J.
Hip hop, right?
Hip-hop.
Not rap. Hip hop.
Hip-hop.
There's a difference. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to point that out. There's a difference. I fell in love with hip hop. I guess I come from the time that the Czar does too. And I remember hearing Sugar Hill Gang the first time, but it was Curtis Blow that took me. When I heard
Broken Glass everywhere.
When Curtis Blow came out talking about the breaks, clap your hands, everybody. The first time I heard that, it was over with. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? And I had to have it. So
hey, for a minute, for a couple of years, he was considered the king of rap.
He was.
Yeah. Then Houdini and Run DMC came and changed it, but you know.
They're playing basketball.
Man.
If I ruled the world.
When Curtis Blow came to Dayton, I swear, I was mad because I couldn't go to the concert. I was so hurt. I was too young.
Oh man,
Let me go.
that was some good memories right there, yo. I'm gonna have to say mine was Biggie Smalls. I'm gonna have to let y'all know that Biggie Smalls Juicy is when I
if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, I wasn't really into rap or hip hop at the time. I was an R&B dude. You know, I'll be listening to Boys to Men, New Edition.
Won't you just stay?
Right,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. The Boys to Men's from Philly.
And
you know
Jodeci.
you like that Motown Philly. You know you like that.
Yeah,
song.
love that Motown. You don't know it. I love that Motown.
Motown Philly.
I was doing the dances and everything. You don't even know.
Love that song.
Also, shout out to Kid and
Michael
Play.
Jackson. Michael Jackson
Shout
was
out
my
to Kid
guy
and
too.
Play.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dennis. That Motown, that's my favorite Boyz II Men song. It's not the ballads.
Oh, really? It's the tempo track?
Yeah. It's
my favorite song on that album is Please
favorite.
Don't Go. Is the ballad Please Don't Go.
Yeah, that's their ballads are dope, but that harmony on that Motown Philly, boy, they break it down. It's dope.
No love on the
No. Mm-hmm. That was dope. And nobody was doing it like that at the time.
Wait,
now usually we will be coming off of an All-Star weekend and we'll be talking about All-Star weekend. But I want to know what's one of the best All-Star weekends you ever seen?
Oh man.
I went to the
I ain't never go to none of them.
I went to the 2003 All-Star game in Atlanta. And the Jason Richards run the dunk.
Yup, Jay Rich. Ooh.
Is that the one we cut the lights off?
That's the one him and
was it dude from the Pacers?
He jumped over somebody.
Mm-hmm. The dude
what's
from
dude's
the
name
Pacers.
for the Pacers? What's his name?
Derrick Jones? Is Derrick
Jones?
Nah.
Oh. Nah, he played for Seattle too. Desmond Mason.
Desmond Mason. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
was that the one when they had the wheel and they were spinning the wheel and they had to copy a dunk? Okay, because they went 2 years in a row. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I went to that All-Star game.
Okay.
So that was the best one for me.
Okay. I was supposed to go to the one in 2002 when my aunt passed away.
I was supposed to go to the Vince Carter one in 2000 in Oakland, but I didn't make it.
Oh man, that would have been sweet with Vince.
You missed one of the best ones.
Best, the dunk contest that year. Yeah. Now you know my best joint was and it's a real big blurry memory. As I was 21. It was when it was in Vegas. I think it was 2005. I want to say 2005, 2006. I can't remember, but that I've never experienced All-Star weekend, but you know what I mean, that was epic. Yeah. A lot of things we can't talk about.
I was about to say,
you see how I stopped myself?
There.
You see how I stopped myself? I was like, yeah, epic.
For me, I mean, obviously as a Bulls fan, 88 that's like my favorite season. Like that's the best individual season. First off, Jordan, I think won that was really his. I'm here, get ready to move out my way. He won every award: Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, leading scorer. But the All-Star, he won the slam dunk. He won the All-Star MVP. Like for me, finally the Bulls arrived in a sense. You know what I mean? So. They made sure Isaiah throwing them oops. I think he scored like 40 in the All-Star game. Him and Dominique, they still to this day might be the best slam dunk contest, whatever. So like for me, that's obviously my highlight.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one you got, Sharon?
That was mine. The one that he just talked about was the favorite one I've ever seen.
So bad, girl.
That was my favorite one of all of them that I've ever seen is that one. And then another one was the one when Kobe won the dunk contest. I love that one. That was his first All-Star game.
Was that 97?
96? 97 or 98? That's what I was going to say. He stole it.
I just love it.
The first ever time Kobe was in the All-Star game, I remember watching that with his jersey on and being like, could have never imagined he would have played for the Lakers 20 years. It's insane.
And then the third one is Vince
Yeah, he
Carter.
really
When
did.
Vince Carter won that dunk contest, that was a great.
Oh
All-star
hell
game.
yeah, yeah. Vince
But
Carter was.
the last one, I'm just giving my 4 or 5. The fourth one was when Zach LaVine won his first dunk contest. The first one.
Oh, 25th. You talking about the first? You like the first one better than the second one?
For
With him and
me,
Aaron Gordon?
it was just I just like that one better. I just
Okay.
when
No,
he-
I'm
the
with you
first
on
one-
that, but
the first one that he won,
the first one he didn't have
that
no
was dope.
competition, but he was amazing, right? But
He
the,
was
I was
amazing.
gonna bring up
because I didn't
2016.
really know.
I-
It was like that was just coming out. People didn't really know
Right.
who he was, and it was just like,
Right.
here come this skinny kid, you know,
Mhm.
light skin with all that narrative. And then this dude,
Right.
he just walks out there and makes this incredible dunk. And I'm just sitting there literally looking at this dude with my mouth open, like, oh my God,
Right.
this dude was like a natural dunker. You know,
Right.
ain't nobody gonna beat him for a few
The
years.
next year,
now.
though, him and Aaron Gordon, that's the greatest slam dunk contest to me.
I
Him
ain't
and Aaron
gonna lie.
Gordon.
I think he got cheated out of that.
I don't think so.
I think he got cheated.
That dunk look like he's sitting on the toilet. That was amazing.
I mean, he got a 50 for that dunk. He didn't lose because of that.
But no, he lost because he ran out of dunks. That's why he lost.
Right.
That's why he ran out of dunks.
Hey, y'all remember?
But
y'all remember
my fifth favorite All-Star was Magic Johnson when he came back and they let him put in that All-Star.
92.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Orlando.
That's the most touching one of all time for me personally, because I'm the biggest Magic Johnson fan on the planet, and
That's what I'm talking about.
That just really meant a lot to me. So
That's what made me a Laker fan was Magic Johnson. That was the number one.
Me too.
Number one reason.
79.
Hey, what about? I don't remember what year, but Bulls reference. But I mean, this was phenomenal. Craig Hodges hitting 19 straight shots in the 3-point shootout.
That was impressive. That was
nice.
Like,
Kellen said,
I want to say 94.
maybe.
Kellen said,
Somewhere around there.
Rock the Bells, LL Cool J, Ready to Die, Biggie Smalls. Last year's game was nice. He said the
All-Star
85 dunk
game,
contest, Jordan versus Dominique. He said Bird hitting 30 in the 3-point contest. And he said Craig Hodges.
Oh, he said the Craig Hodges. There you go.
Yeah,
I think he meant
was,
the 85 dunk contest. No, that was 88. The one I brought up that was in Chicago. That was 88.
The one that I liked the most was the 2001 All-Star game. I think the West was up. Over 20 points, and the East came back.
And the East came
won
back
that
and
joint.
won.
And Iverson got MVP.
I remember
Right.
that.
Oh, I remember that.
He won MVP that year, right?
Yeah, he won MVP that year too.
Yeah. That was when they went to the
the
finals.
West. I think the West was up 20 plus in that game.
I thought it was 17 points.
Okay.
Hey, do y'all remember?
As legend has it.
I thought it was 17 points.
Do y'all remember? I'm trying to remember what year it
I
was.
don't really know. I was just joking.
I'm trying to remember what year it was. I want to say it was either 2007 or 8 when Shaquille O'Neal was on the Suns and it was in Phoenix. They had some of the ugliest jerseys I've ever seen for an All-Star game. Anybody remember that? It was straight beauty. Like, I don't know who came up with this.
You talking about the ones with the sun rays on it?
Yeah, with the sun rays. Yeah, they was. But Shaq and Kobe won the dunk contest on that. I mean, they won the MVP on that joint.
What year was it? I'm looking it up.
I think it was 2000.
Oh yeah, they were co-MVPs that year.
I think it was 2009.
2009?
It was 2009 or 2010. It was one of them two.
It can't be 2009 because Shaq. Oh, wait a minute.
Or maybe it's 2008. He
It
got
might have
traded
been.
in 2008.
It's
I remember that.
2009. I looked it up. It's 2009.
Yeah,
Okay,
it might have
all right.
been 9. That's why
Ryan,
I
what's
stopped
your-
myself,
Ryan?
and I was like, yeah, it could have been 9.
Hit your questions, Ryan.
What person on your football team need to get cut and will save the team a lot of money?
Oh, this is easy for me. This is easy as you know what it is.
They already cut the ones that we needed to cut. Go ahead.
Who is yours, Rolls Royce?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Get that motherfucker off my team. Get that motherfucker off my team. I am tired of him, bro. I'm done.
Listen, let's not just cut him though.
I'm done.
We gotta send him in a package deal like Nick Casario's over there, right? In Houston. He was part of that. He was a part of New England when they drafted Jimmy. Hopefully let's try to see if we can work that and bring Watson over. You know what I mean?
I like Jimmy G.
I ain't gonna lie.
I doubt it, bro. I doubt it.
Y'all GM,
Yeah, I doubt it too.
Y'all GM is good at suckering people. Y'all might be able to get away with that.
I mean, if Chicago, if it was the Bears that had Watson, we getting them. You know what I mean? Because we getting Ryan Pace with his squinty ass eyes. You know what I'm saying? We getting his ass.
Who you would say, Dennis?
On my team?
Yeah. Besides your GM.
Can't say Jeffrey now. He's already gone.
Yeah, everybody else already left. I think they already got rid of him.
That's what I said about mine. Mm-hmm.
You guys got rid of all the dead weight over there.
I'm gonna be real with you, Dennis. Dennis, there's a chance the Eagles might be one of the worst teams next year, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, dog.
I told Ron, I got a strong feeling they're gonna cut.
It's all about quarterback play, bro.
Oh, you think they're gonna cut Fletcher Cox?
They're gonna get rid of Fletcher Cox. I got a strong feeling.
Damn.
Get rid of Fletcher
Y'all
Cox.
have a yard sale out there.
There was a lot of trade rumors for him before the deadline this past November. So I mean, I could see them just get rid of him.
Y'all cutting everybody, and you're still like what, 28 million over or 24 million over?
Yeah, what you got, King Zard?
I ain't none.
He's like Jerry Jones. He's like
So
Jerry
you don't
Jones
think
dies.
that Amari Cooper should go?
No,
Jerry Jones.
I want to have the three. I want to create problems on defense.
So you don't think the ball number was named?
Hey, look, for as long as we can hold all three, I want to have that advantage.
Let me say this. You don't think the bull number 11? I don't know his name, though. I think it's Wilson.
What are you talking about? Cedric? No.
His first name is Cedric Wilson?
Yeah,
Cedric Wilson, yeah.
The wide receiver?
No.
Yeah, he's like he's like the number 4 on the depth chart, right?
Number 5 or something.
Number 5, yeah.
But
so you don't think y'all need to trade Cooper?
Oh, they're not trading Cooper.
First of all.
No, they're not trading him. No way.
He's dead weight.
He's dead weight.
He's dead weight.
He just got signed
last year.
They cut him after a year.
Yeah, I was going to say they extended him.
I understand what y'all saying.
How's he dead weight, though?
I watched this guy play. He's dead weight.
So have I.
Listen what you're saying, though. Do you know how much it would cost them if they cut him?
I think it don't because they got him to this
It's between 15 and 18 million of dead cap. Why would you cut him? That don't make no sense.
But
trade him to Green Bay. They need a receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
Dallas ain't helping the Packers. Let's be real. Dallas will not help the Packers.
Well, you got the McCarthy correlation. You know what I mean? He might be able to pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, listen, I got Cooper."
They ain't even cool.
Yeah, you're right. That is facts. That is facts.
They ain't even cool.
All right. So what's the next one, Ryan?
Who will be the next shutdown cornerback in this year's draft?
Oh, who we gonna draft at number 10? Patrick Surtain, the second.
Patrick Surtain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Farley gonna be nice too, though. Farley gonna be a stud too.
Yeah, I like
Farley. I'm going with the boy from TCU.
Who?
I can't remember his name right now, but I'm going with the boy from TCU.
I like that safeties at TCU.
Are you talking about South Carolina Horn? That dude is trash.
Horn is good. He ain't as good as Surtain or Farley, but I think he'll have a solid career.
Hey, GMM Network, if the Niners take Horn, I'm going to be pissed, bro. I'm going to be pissed.
Y'all taking the quarterback, bro. Y'all taking the quarterback.
I hope so.
How you feel?
Y'all taking the quarterback at 12.
I hope so, too, man. I mean, because
y'all taking Mac Jones at 12, cuz
Oh, not Mac Jones at 12. He's a second rounder.
Don't wish that on me. Don't wish that on our Niners.
I'll take. We need to move up for Zach Wilson.
Hey, who was that? Who was the coach? Who was the ex-coach for the Falcons? Hey, Jennings. Who was the coach for the Atlanta Falcons years back? His name was like Jennings or something.
Mike Smith?
Mike Smith?
Nah, it was an ex-coach, and he just came out. And he said Mac Jones and Wilson are better than Lawrence.
Stop.
I'm talking about an NFL coach.
I got a problem with Lawrence's mechanics. Like he got a big arm, but like I feel like he's like that.
Everybody,
Ron, he's can't miss, bro.
Ron, let me say this right here. Everybody was mad at me when I said Lawrence wasn't the guy a couple years ago. When I first met you, I said, I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence.
Well, let's see if you're right first.
Everybody was telling me he was the next coming of Jesus Christ and all that.
I don't think that, but
Jesus. Well, let's see if you're right first. You ain't right yet.
Wait a minute. They said Lawrence. They said Lawrence was bigger than I don't know what. And they were like, he's the best quarterback in this draft.
I kept saying he wasn't. I said he ain't even the best quarterback in Clemson history. That's what I said.
Well, maybe not Clemson history, but this draft, he's the best quarterback
in this draft.
I mean, in this draft, you just say Justin Fields up there with him.
Stop! Stop it! You have lost your mind.
What did Justin Fields do to him?
But it don't matter. Look what Jamarcus Russell did. What happened?
That's the defense did that to Lawrence.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Wait. That DeMarcus Russell thing was set up.
That don't mean nothing.
That was a Notre Dame setup. That's what that was. You know how Notre Dame is. Somebody just said
that was a finesse.
Who got the friend that's the big Notre Dame fan? That's you, Rolls Royce?
Yep.
And they hyped that boy up saying he was the next Tom Brady.
Yep, they did. You're right.
They said he was the next Tom Brady. Chad, and they had the boy, what's his name? Chris, what was his coach name? Charlie Weiss.
Oh, Charlie Weiss.
Charlie Weiss over there saying, he's coachable and everything. Bull
Notre Dame, let me just say this. Notre Dame quarterbacks are trash. All of them. I don't care. You can name it. They're all
Book is garbage too. Book is garbage too.
You gotta go back to Joe Montana. You gotta go back to Joe Montana to find a Notre Dame quarterback. That's it.
Chicken soup game.
So Ron, what's the next one, Ron?
Do you think it's time for the Jets to trade Sam Darnold or build around him?
If they trade
they better go get Watson. Darnold is trash. I called that day one.
Sam Darnold going to the 49ers, he'd be a better player.
Well, yeah, we got better weapons. We got way better weapons.
And we got Shanahan. You know what I mean? Look at.
I just think that he's better than Jimmy G. Like he'll
Darnold can have Randy Moss. It'll be trash.
But let's be real. Sam Darnold, has he really had a chance in the NFL, guys? Has he really had a chance?
I'm glad you brought that up, David.
I'm just being honest.
I think when you get a dumpster juice head coach, don't know what he been doing.
Yep.
He don't know if he coming and going.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, Adam Gase.
I believe
Dennis. Name me a good player the Jets have had in Sam Darnold's period in the Jets. What's a good player?
I like my man. I always like my man Robbie Anderson.
Robbie.
Okay, Robbie he's not even a top receiver, bro.
Crowder's a good receiver.
How about
he's a number two? He's a number two receiver. Crowder. He's a number two.
He's a
how about man?
He's just okay.
Who?
Mims is raw. Mims is still raw. Like
Mims is really raw, bro. Yeah. Come on.
I mean, he in college he was legit,
bro. It's
so was Rosen. Rosen was legit in college. What happened to him?
That's true.
The Jets, like, this is why they shouldn't make the trade for Watson because they have all the pieces to build up right now. You know what I mean? They got a lot of draft capital. Yeah. And you know what? I want Darnold to be a thing so bad because I got a nickname from Donald Schwarzenegger. Now, I always thought that would be tight, but you got to earn that. He ain't terminating nothing right now.
Darnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, for real though.
Well, I think he deserves a chance. Go ahead, Ryan.
Should Joe Buck and Troy Aikman get fired for drinking on the job?
Yes.
Wow.
Listen.
I'm not fans of either one as announcers.
Troy Aikman, he uses drinking as an excuse to say that he's drunk because when he talks regular, that CTE to messed him up.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh no, I'm drunk right now."
Don't do that.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It can't none of them touch Tony Romo. That's the guru in the
You know what?
Tony Romo's the king of sound effects, so he'd be like.
No, he's the king of announcing and calling plays and tell you what you're gonna do. That boy
is dope.
Can anybody on this panel say they like Joe Buck? Anybody like Joe Buck?
I like Joe Buck.
No. Ain't nobody like Joe Buck.
I like Joe Buck when he does baseball, not football.
I like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Why do you like Joe Buck? Why do you like Joe Buck?
I like Joe Buck and Trigman. And usually they got what you call with them. What's the girl name? What's my girl name?
Pam Oliver.
Yeah. I just think she need her hair done a little bit better. But other than that,
nice lips though.
She let herself go, man.
Yeah, that's about it.
You know what? You think it's just familiarity because they've been together for so long. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I think probably y'all just probably sick of them. That's what it is.
I miss Chucky, man. I miss Chucky being a broadcaster, bro.
I miss John Madden. Damn.
Oh, well, yeah. John Madden was a god,
bro. Pat Summerall.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You can't touch those guys. You can't touch them.
Hey, no, you can touch them because Al Michaels and Frank Gifford Monday Night Football was the shit too.
Yeah, but I would still take John.
I didn't like Theodore that much, but Al Michaels was raw.
Al Michaels was good. He
had shit on
did a lot of good sports.
Wait a minute. Well, you think?
I'm just saying that's a close second.
And you would think, right? Chucky had all them insight going into everybody's locker rooms every week that he would be a better coach.
He was a commentator. The ratings were higher. As soon as he went to the Raiders, they didn't.
Chucky's bad. I miss Howard Cosell, y'all.
Howard Cosell. A little too young for that. A little too young.
We got the champ Muhammad Ali.
I love him. I used to love him and Muhammad going at it.
ABC, Wide World of Sports.
Today's
great
gas.
Show. They need to really bring that show
49
back.
cents a gallon. Gas is 49 cents.
They need to bring that show
back.
Our
Vince Scully for the Dodgers.
Yeah, Vince Scully is legendary.
I used to like Frank Gifford. I used to like listening to Frank Gifford.
What about Chick Hearn?
I mentioned him. I said Gifford.
What about Chick Hearn?
Yeah, I love.
What about Chick Hearn? Chick Hearn is legendary. Chick Hearn.
Who do you announce for?
Good.
The Lakers. Chick Hearn.
Lakers.
What? Don't be hating. Don't be hating. Come on now.
You know who I hated was the Boston Celtics dude. He was so biased and
that dude was. I know what you're talking about. That dude was. I forgot his
name. You know who's got a dope announcer is the Chicago White Sox. He has like little sayings like when they hit a home run, he'll say, what does he say? I forgot. He said, "Oh yeah, you put it on the board, yes." And then when the game's over, when you get struck out, he said, "He gone, he gone." His name is Wolf. Dude,
I'll just say this: in all of the NBA. And all of the time I watched the NBA, almost 40 years, there is no one at all that can touch the Chicago Bulls of the 90s. Those intros.
Oh, of course.
I wasn't even a Bulls fan, but I could not wait for them to announce the Chicago Bulls because that guy got me so fucking hyped up.
Stacey King is a beast now.
Royce. They need to fire the dude that does the Lakers. I can't stand him.
I don't like him either. He puts me to sleep.
So boring.
The Warriors are garbage too. The Warriors.
They should let Jack.
They should let Jack Nicholson do it. Stuff.
Yeah.
You hear him get introduced.
Let Jack
Nicholson so boring. It's like
he's very boring. I agree.
I'm serious. They should let Jack Nicholson do it. Jack Nicholson is entertaining as hell.
He's drunk as hell. He can't even stand up. Jack Nicholson's drunk.
That's why he's and they probably
he'll get up there and pull a.
He'll probably be better than guys.
He'll get up there and pull a Joe Namath talking about.
Jack, look here, we're gonna introduce.
He probably gets so drunk. He think that he the Joker again. We have such wonderful tools.
Terrible Joker too. Terrible.
He wasn't terrible. Go ahead, Ron. Next question, Ron.
Who will be the next?
Oh my bad.
Great pass rusher in this draft?
Parsons, Penn State. Parsons.
No, he ain't gonna be that.
Write it down.
He ain't gonna be nothing.
Man, landing spot really matters, though, man.
Watch.
That's the thing.
I'm just saying, pedigree.
I gave you my choice, Parsons. All day.
To me, it ain't done. It ain't no Chase Young in this draft coming up.
Nah, there's not.
Not on the line, but I'm talking about that linebacker.
Outside linebacker.
He's the next LeVar Arrington. Parsons, watch.
Nope.
I agree with that. That don't make you the best one in this draft, but I agree with that.
I mean, I talk about like Chase Young just was hungry last.
I don't know, man.
LeVar Arrington line like that this year.
LeVar
Arrington was raw.
Right.
That dude was that. Oh man, he was amazing in Penn State.
Right. We linebacker U. That's where the nickname come from. Linebacker U.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just
No.
think it ain't one in this draft.
It's not.
Not on the line.
So it's a trick question then.
That's the hardest position to fill in the NFL to me. This corner.
To me, it's
Pass
like
rusher.
What position you said?
The pass rusher.
pass rusher.
Because I don't think that they're talented.
All I know is 2 years ago, Nick Bosa changed it, and he's going to be the best pass rusher the next time.
Oh, heck no.
Watch. You watch.
The Niners should have took dude from Tampa Bay, Smith.
Wait a minute.
The
Ain't no
Niners
Nick
should have took Smith.
Bosa in this draft coming up.
I know there's no Nick Bosa. You're right. I'm just saying the last few years, Nick Bosa, man, I'm telling you.
They got an athletic family.
He's too injury prone, bro.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
I ain't
Just like
call me
his
crazy.
brother,
I'm willing to move Nick
What you
Bosa
think,
in a
Jared?
package deal for Watson. I'm willing to do that.
No, are you nuts? Hell
Yes,
no.
I am nuts.
I would do it.
I don't know if you
I
heard
would.
my proposal or not, but I said I'll move Rolls Royce. I'm at Armstead. My fault, Armstead.
Yeah.
I'll move him too. I'll help you. I'll come over and help you move him.
For sure.
Shit.
I'd move Deshaun Jackson.
I'm out of Amazon boxes, so I use mine on Carson Wentz.
I'll bring the bubble wrap.
Hey, I got that already.
I knew Rob was gonna say something. I
It's
knew
not
it.
quarterback, so I don't know who you got it for. You must got it for Matt Ryan.
Quarterback.
You ain't got it for
He
my
said bubble
quarterback.
wrap.
That's my
What's the next question,
So
Ryan?
fragile. So fragile.
Do you think Von Miller's still that top pass rusher in the NFL?
No.
Hell
Can I
no.
go first? No.
He's
No.
gonna be great somewhere where he's not getting double teamed no more. Like imagine like he plays. Imagine if he goes to like somewhere like Chicago. You know what I mean? Where they already got a Cleo Mack over there. You know what I mean? Where you know what I'm saying? Or you know, right? You know what I'm saying?
If he don't go to jail. Next question.
Oh, that's right.
If you don't go to jail, damn.
You got to fix your camera for that one.
Yeah,
You see,
I-
time out. This is I meant to tell you this earlier. Ron, you be starting some shit. You got Sharon over there using the one eye and shit. I said, what the fuck is going on? I said, what the fuck going on around here? I said, these motherfuckers using this one eye. And then some people like to use they just one eye. I was like, oh shit.
I asked Ron for permission. He said I could use that at any time.
Do you think Andrew Luck should come back to the NFL
No.
next year?
Hell no.
No.
I would have loved
Next.
him there instead of Carson. You know?
Next.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah. He's gonna be. He's gonna.
That
He's,
ship has sailed, came back, picked up some more people, and sailed again.
and he's legit like he's like one of the greatest architects, like legit. Like he doesn't need to play football. Like he can make same amount of money.
He also needs to make sure he can walk when he's 40. So he just needs to stay out of football.
He's a big
stay
dude.
out.
Huh?
He needs to retire. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, next question.
Dennis, this for you.
I know.
Oh.
Who won the trade? The Colts or Eagles? And the people rating.
I'm gonna say this like I said earlier today.
Damn.
A lot of people want to think that the Colts, won the trade head over heels. I think what they got in return really ain't gonna kill them. So I think it was a win, most definitely. But for those people that think that the Colts are now going, far, winning playoff games and stuff like that, I'm gonna say this like this: if Frank Reich is not Apollo Creed and Carson Wentz is not Rocky Balboa and Rocky 3, this shit ain't gonna work. Somebody gonna have to get this man back to Eye of the Tiger, and I don't believe it's gonna be Frank Reich. That's my thoughts on it. I don't believe that the Colts are gonna win the playoff game either.
No, what y'all think?
Philly won the trade. Philly won that trade easy. Philly had to get rid of Wentz and found someone to not only give them a third round pick, but that second round pick is most likely is going to be a first round pick. And to me, that's a win.
Nah, I'm gonna completely disagree. Indianapolis has built everything other than a quarterback, and from what they have with Phillip Rivers last year, he might not be a significant upgrade, but he is an upgrade over Phillip Rivers.
Wentz ain't gonna do what Phillip did last year. Book it. Write it down.
But
Okay.
You know what's crazy?
I'll bet you he does. I'll bet you he does.
I bet you he doesn't.
Phillip
My
Rivers threw
thing
for over
is-
4,000.
Can he
Right.
stay healthy?
I think he can. You know why? Let me give you the reason why.
They got the best.
He's
line.
got a great offensive line like he has never had before in
It
Indianapolis.
don't matter. He holds the ball too long. He makes bad decisions.
He's a
I don't know,
double clutcher.
man. We'll see.
He is a
See.
double
But
clutcher.
here, you missed my point. This is why they won. So if they don't make that trade, I'm good on Wentz. Jalen Hurts is the truth. So by doing that, now
But when
they got
you-
to unleash the
When you
better
say he's the
quarterback.
truth, you think he's going to be a franchise quarterback for the next 5
Yes.
years? No
Yes.
way, bro. I'll bet you a
Absolutely.
12 pack. I'll bet you a 12 pack. It ain't gonna
12
happen.
pack, we own. We got it on
We
tape.
good.
And
We
I'm
good.
a Cowboy fan. I don't want to see it.
All right. I
Jalen
don't
Hurts
see
is
it, bro.
a stud.
He played well against bad defenses, and then like any kind
Nah,
of. I mean,
just watch.
he was
As
on the
long
run
as they
just as
put
much
some
as
stuff
Carson.
around him, the guy's gonna be dope. Watch.
I mean, no, we talking about Jalen. I mean, Philly quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think he did decent last year.
He's not horrible, but I don't think he's a
not
franchise
horrible,
quarterback.
but
I'm not saying he's horrible.
can we admit he decent for what
Yeah,
he
but
did last
he's
year?
decent. I agree with you.
No, I'm predicting. Well, it's all a prediction right now. I mean, look at Wentz. Wentz had an MVP caliber season.
But
You don't know. You don't know what's consistent, who's legit, who had a
Right,
fluke
and-
season. I'm saying Jalen Hurts, from what I watched in college and followed and know his skill set, as long as they put pieces around him, obviously, like someone brought up earlier, situations do mean a lot for any player.
right.
Like Darren McFadden, not to get off subject, if he didn't go to the Raiders, that was like the greatest running back I saw in college. If he would have came to Dallas instead of Oakland, I think he would have had a completely different career.
And he did run for 1,000 that one year, right? The year after
telling you,
Murray.
but I'm just saying, if Philadelphia gets that man, puts just some solid pieces, the skill set and the decision making, and him reading defenses, watch. You see what
But King, do you think that Frank Wright is a good coach?
I think the jury's still out.
Oh man, I think he's a solid coach, man.
I know. I just said I think the jury's still out. I want to see a little bit more. I want to see a little longer.
I like his whole staff. I like the staff over there. Even Eberflus.
Yeah, they got a good staff, and they
got a great defense. They got a great defense over there. I mean, he's in position. If Wentz don't make it there,
I agree. I agree with you on that, but I really think he'll be there now. The Indianapolis Colts are now in that scenario with Kansas City and Baltimore. To me, they're in that.
Tell that man to throw that ball away or
That's the
whatever.
one thing,
He
though.
needs to make better decisions.
That's what Carson Wentz got. That's what he got ahead of him though. Like is the Chiefs, the Ravens.
But remember, y'all watched the Kansas City Indianapolis game with Phillip Rivers.
Right.
They could have beat that team. They easily could have beat that team.
So you think the
quarterbacks? If you switch quarterbacks in that game, I really believe the Colts could have beat the Chiefs in that game. I really truly believe.
Okay,
You mean the Bills? You talking about the Bills game?
The
wild card game?
Oh, the Bills. My bad. The Bills game. Yes, the Bills game.
The Colts and the Chiefs like this now? You think they like on the same level?
They're on the same level as far as an AFC contender. Yes, they are.
I mean,
Yes.
Their defense. It's the defense that puts them in the conversation for sure.
You should look at their roster, bro. Indianapolis is built, bro.
I might
Indianapolis.
need to go check that out. I might need to go look at that.
They're legit, bro. They're legit.
I like the Colts O-line, the way they
Running back
protect
is good.
everybody.
Receivers are good.
Hey, you know what else is scary? They got a lot of salary cap. Don't be surprised if they go out and they bring in some more people. So
yeah, they do got some room over there.
Ooh.
I mean,
They
probably
had what? Almost 100 million over there?
no, not 100 million.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Jacksonville has the most salary cap. I think it's 73.
before the
I think
trade.
it's Jacksonville. Then it's like the Jets too, right? Jets are up
Yeah,
there.
the
They
Jets,
got a ton of money.
Before
And
the trade.
Miami
this
too, right?
Trade went.
Before the trade. Yeah, before the trade.
Yeah, I think the Colts clearly win in this scenario immediately. You know what I mean? Because they, like you said, they already have all the pieces in play minus a QB. I mean, if Rivers didn't retire, right? They probably still would have been foolish enough to be like, all right, we're going with Rivers again because he got him into the playoffs.
Yep, you're right. Yeah,
right. So think about this. Wentz is an immediate upgrade over any of these free agents you would have had to bring in, like a journeyman, like a Tyrod Taylor, or maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick would have been dope because I just love Fitzpatrick. First of all, I just think he's awesome, right? I just think he's dope, right? But other than that, Wentz is better. He's an immediate upgrade from Rivers.
You hear this, Sharon? You hear this BS?
I hear it.
How's it BS?
Love Fitzpatrick. Ain't never played a postseason game.
Dennis,
for 20 years.
I just said I like him because he's awesome.
Hold on. Let me give you a question.
Name a team.
I just said he's awesome.
I got to say this. Name a team that went to the playoffs that he won.
So who is that? So if you keep on, so okay, let me break this down to you, Ryan.
That had a chance to go to the playoffs.
Okay, Ryan, let me break this down to you. So if you keep getting married and you keep getting divorced, it's always the other person's fault. That's what you're trying to tell me?
Nah, that.
Ask Holly Berry. Ask Holly Berry. Ask
Kim Kardashian.
Out.
Blink.
Out.
Hey, did they just get divorced?
I just want to know, like he was in Buffalo with a chance to go to the playoffs. He was with the Jets. They went 10-6, had a chance to go to the playoffs. Okay, he was Tampa Bay. He
was with Houston that year that they went, but he was hurt. They got in there with Brian Hoyer, wasn't it? Like back in 2014,
ain't one
2015.
Like ain't one playoff game. If it was Carson,
Fitzmagic.
If it was Carson Wentz, with the Eagles, he a buck. He never
looks like an 80s style porn.
Okay, Dennis. So what team he need to go to this year?
He's a real life
to the playoffs.
He need to go to the retirement game. That's where he
Fitzmagic need to go. He need to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
But that makes my point though, right? Carson Wentz is an immediate upgrade from whatever immediately they can do right now?
I don't know about that yet.
Yes.
I don't know about that. To me, he cannot stay healthy.
But let me ask you this, Dennis. Who else was a playoff team? They didn't even have to use their first-round pick to get Wentz. They're doing it in 2022. Think about that for a second. You're already a playoff team. You give up a future first-rounder. You don't even got to worry about it this year. That's a GM of the year. I'm sorry. That's GM of the year material.
Chris Ballard did his thing.
Not if Wentz play like trash, it ain't.
But think about this.
I'm going to say this.
Do you think Indianapolis Colts will have? Hold on. Do you think Indianapolis Colts in 2022 are going to have a high pick? Hell no, they ain't. They ain't going to have a high pick.
We don't know that.
Oh, come on.
If Wentz get hurt and don't play well, they will.
We don't know that. If I told you that Carson Wentz was going to look, if I told you Carson Wentz was going to look this bad, would you believe that?
If Carson Wentz gets hurt, and
2 years ago, no. 2 years ago, no.
70%, they only get a second round. It doesn't turn into a first if they don't meet the requirements.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But according to him, he's going to play that 70% and be worth it. So they going to give him.
To me, if the 49ers pulled that off and they brought in Wentz and got rid of Jimmy G for exactly what Indianapolis did, I would be ecstatic. Yeah. That's a steal for a third round.
Different because Jimmy G is boo-boo. That's a little different because Jimmy G is boo-boo.
No. I'm gonna say it's different. I'm gonna say it's different for y'all, Rosaries, because y'all run the ball for real. Yeah. Wide receiver reverses.
But so does Indy. So does Indy.
The Colts do, bro. The Colts have two great running backs. They have two great running backs.
But they
not great. They got one potentially great running back.
Well, they got solid. They're solid, and they do run the ball, bro. They run the ball.
I'm just gonna say they got a nice running back core.
Jonathan Taylor's he's beast, bro. He's good.
He good. I like him.
You know what though? I would say this though.
Good backup running back who catches the ball.
Hold on,
I read something.
Hello.
I gotta let y'all know it's damn near that time. So if y'all got any last words that y'all want to say.
I want to add one thing.
I do.
Anthony Costanzo's retiring, and they talking about moving Quentin Nelson, to out. What is it? Guard.
It's already a guard.
I'm tackle. I'm sorry, tackle. Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No,
I wouldn't do
I
that.
don't know about that.
He could be the Larry Allen of our time. I mean, somebody else did it. So
Well, that's big shoes.
I'm gonna let
That is big. And a tackle and a guard are completely different, man.
Different.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay, King Czar, you got anything?
Nah, man, another fun time. It goes by fast, man. That's we just had some fun, just enjoyed the segment, and good job to everybody. It was a good show.
Yeah. Rolls Royce.
I just want to say, man, if the Niners can get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo or draft a quarterback, we're gonna be right back in the cat seat. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I like your version.
Royce, I'm gonna say this to you. You have the code now. I'll see you when you come on every Tuesday.
I appreciate it. Okay.
I want to make sure I put that on wax. Okay. Sharon, what you got, Sharon?
Sharon has this to say. The NFL as a what you call it? What do you call that? A league? A league? Is that what it's called?
Not for long.
It's called a business.
No fun league or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, someone used to say that. I forgot who it was.
They just I don't know. They need to get themselves together under respect for their players, and the players need to approach their next collective bargaining time and take it seriously, and don't just settle for anything. The things that they're going through now, they're going through because they agreed to this crap the last time they went to the bargaining table.
Every 10 years, right?
I don't know what kind of deals they made and didn't make, but they got what they got. They allowed it to happen as far as I'm concerned. So I'm hoping the next time around that they do better negotiating their contract with the league. That's what I'm going to say about NFL. What I'm going to say about the NBA is players are going to keep on making that money. The problem is everything is becoming about money. There are some people going to say, oh, well, Sharon, it was always been about money. No, it hasn't. I miss the players that play the game for the love of the game. That was their priority, and it showed. Yeah, they want to make some money, but that wasn't their top priority. Now everything is about the money, and it shows, just like I predicted it was going to show. And if people can't see the difference in the game because of that, well, sorry, but I can see it. I've been watching NBA a long time, 1979, like I said.
I'm with you, Karen, but I think those days are over, unfortunately. I'm with you.
Oh yeah, they're over. They are. It's gone. It's just like the internet. You can't undo the internet. That's why social media is the way it is. It's now.
Undefeated.
It's undefeated. But shout out to Steph Curry. I'm gonna say that. I don't know if everybody heard, but today Tiger Woods was in a very serious car accident.
Prayers out to Tiger.
I have said several prayers for him. From what I understand, he had to have surgery on his legs. I have not heard the latest.
Yeah, he's probably going to retire now.
It just broke my heart hearing this. I haven't talked too much about it on this show, but my love for Tiger Woods runs deep. So I'm keeping him in my prayers. But I had a good time with you guys tonight. It was a good show. I hope to see all of y'all soon.
Yeah, I really appreciate y'all inviting me. Thank you again, Dennis. Sharon, nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Rolls Royce over there, you feel me? Also shout out to the statistician, you know what I'm saying? And my man's Rob, man. That's your name, right?
Ron.
There you go, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ron. Hey, Ron's facial expressions be getting me though.
Killing me.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all show is awesome, man. I've been checking y'all out for a while now. So this was dope. This was dope to be a part of an episode. You know what I mean?
Cool. Nice to meet you too.
Right on. Y'all have a good night, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Ron, you ain't got no last words, Ron?
Thank you for everybody for coming on the show, and thank you for the fans that made the Talk Your Ish every week, every Tuesday night. And thank you for Dennis.
Great questions too, by the way, Ron.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank y'all very, very much. God bless. Good night.
Good night.
Good job.
Right.